North Carolina is my home, here where the Smokies rise.
And we're live.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Boop, boop, back in effect.
It is the effing podcast 919.
And I am B.D.U.B.
I'm Branson.
Hassan, a.k.a. Alpha Dog. Woof, woof.
And we're in the house tonight.
Yes, we are. I believe we're waiting on Budha. Shout out to Kelly Jo. Kelly Jo says
she's going to join us next week.
Kelly Jo says she'll be back in the building next week. Shout out Kelly Jo. Kelly Jo out there chasing that check, and I ain't mad at her. You know
Not mad at all. You got to go out there and get that guap.
If you saw my light bill, we'd all look.
I haven't even looked. I'm scared.
Bro. I got mine, and I was I was in complete shock. But you know, and then they said Duke Energy was wrong, but there's nothing you can do about it. So
what do you mean Duke Energy was wrong and there's nothing we can do about it?
They said they were wrong for charging you so much, but there's nothing you can do about it but pay it.
And they asking for a hike on top of that.
So
a hike.
They trying to raise the height. How much they charge people?
Prices as it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my electric bill said that we won't be having any lights when the show's not going. That's pretty much what my electric bill said.
Awesome. So we're going to start off with our customary shout outs. We're going to give a shout out to Eighth and Fancy.
Shout out.
For all of your adult beverage snacks and needs. Then we have Dank Drinks.
Dank drink.
The dankest of drinks.
Shout out.
Then we have Crimey Dealers.
Crimey.
Very crimey, very dealerish.
Shout out.
And last but not least, the local food plug. Please eat responsibly.
Shout out.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to kind of get into the show because there was a lot popping this week. There was a lot of beef going on in the world of hip-hop this week, particularly between T.I. and 50 Cent. There's been a lot going on between them. There's been a whole family affair getting involved with T.I.'s family
The
going
whole
against
Harrison
50.
family on his ass.
Hell yeah.
You know who winning the 50 Cent T.I. beef King? That little boy King. We all know 50 Cent is the King troll, but we seeing King troll 50 better than 50. King is trolling 50 better than T.I. is rapping against 50. We know 50 ain't rapping. He was never gonna rap against T.I. He didn't even want to do a verses with him for a bag. Why would he diss him for free? On top of that, 50 don't like T.I. He don't respect him. I don't think he ever did.
This is psychological warfare, bro. T.I. keep telling 50 Cent that he don't got no family in these diss tracks, right? And the crazy thing about that is now his whole family is bombing on 50 Cent, bro. They all dropping diss tracks. And what's sad about it, right? And I don't even want to make fun of 50 Cent for this because it's really not funny. But 50 Cent don't really got a foundation to call on. The same way that T.I. got a foundation to call on. And some people say, oh, well, they shouldn't be. The unfortunate part is when you post somebody's mother, you dealing with all the people that relate to that mother. This was supposed to happen. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna go about it the same way. Some people don't feel the need to respond. Some people might respond differently or whatever. But the family, the men of the family coming out and defending the honor of the woman, what is wrong with that? That's how it's supposed to be. And the fact that 50 Cent don't really got the same type of foundation to call on is sad, you feel what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, T.I. and them whooping your ass.
Yeah.
Well, so that was the beef going on this week between T.I. and 50 Cent. It's been getting intense.
What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all
What?
that this shit gonna fuck around and turn against 50? MAGA 50. You know what I'm saying? And it's even crazy. Like them young boys, them Harrison boys, they can get just. Oh, you saw what King did. He got 50 mama shirt plastered on his head on a t-shirt. Got a blunt near the mouth. It got so bad that Rick Ross said, "Let me get one, homie. I need one." He sporting it. You feel what I'm saying? I told y'all this shit is gonna turn on this nigga. The boys has got diss tracks on his ass.
So now basically all of 50's enemies are teaming up.
Hell yeah.
It's like the Sinister Six versus Spider-Man.
Yeah. or when everybody, what's that movie when all the superheroes come together and shit?
Infinity
Yeah,
War.
the Infinity.
Staying
So
up.
basically, 50's inspired the men of the Harris family to write music.
Exactly.
Well, they were already writing music. They just wrote some towards 50 in a negative connotation. Yeah, so basically this has been a beef that's been long-standing. This is, I guess you could say, a historical beef. It all started in 07 when 50 kind of called T.I. a snitch. This was right around the time T.I. got caught up with that gun charge and only got 1 year. And it was supposed to have been years. But 50 kind of alluded to T.I. being a snitch back then in the song. So that's where the beef originally started. Then, of course, it carried on.
They got paperwork on 50 ass.
Oh, they got paperwork?
Yeah, they posted paperwork. 50 supposed to be working with the police and shit like that. They posted the shit online. They talk about niggas in jail got his name on their paperwork and shit. Like,
I believe that.
so what I'm saying is this. I told y'all that they gonna keep fucking around. The dust gonna backfire on his ass. But go ahead.
Yeah, so in addition to that, there were little jabs throughout the past decade. There was that time in 2011 after T.I. got out where 50 started throwing shots at Tiny. And he was questioning why Tiny didn't take the fall for her husband. That was way back in 2011. So we moved to 2020 where T.I. publicly called out 50 Cent and for verses. And, of course, 50 Cent responded back with the T.I. informant commercial. That was pretty funny, though. And that leads us to pretty much now, because throughout the time since 2020, there were just minor jabs between both, memes, subliminal disses, and T.I. decided to call out 50 Cent for verses again. And that led to 50 throwing shots, which led to King throwing shots, which led to the whole family.
So all this is over 50 not wanting to do a verses.
No, it's 50 putting up their mama trying to embarrass their mother.
Well, I think that was all due to 50 not...
50 saying that he doesn't want to do a verses. This is what all this is stemming from.
It's deeper than that.
Right.
I think with that snitch allegation 50 originally started, he doesn't have respect for T.I. So when T.I. called him out for the verses, it was more like, yo, who the hell is this dude to even ask me to do a verses? I don't respect him enough to do a verses. So that's why his responses were so harsh back to T.I. And they just kept getting harsher. And then once he threw Tiny into it, of course.
Now, mind you, he was on a couple of podcasts and he was asked the question, and they was like, "Yo, him and 50 talked about this." You know what I'm saying? It was coordinated for him to jump out there because he said, "All right, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna jump out there. You come behind." That what he has said multiple times, and then of course, you know, MAGA 50 do his thing, come out with the memes and shit, you know, and there it is. So, you know, and it took a turn when you start putting people family in it, because if you got a supposedly disagreement, rap beef, whatever, it's supposed to be between you and him. But
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is. Family is off limits.
Stop it.
Family's off limits.
Tupac was rapping about.
Yeah, we get that. We get that. But that was because that was because it was a tip on his life. You know what I'm saying? So this is different
when you can use family and when you can't. But they've been using family throughout.
I mean, of course, if somebody try to take your life, I mean, I don't care about, you know.
Pusha T used Drake's son. Like, they've been using family forever. So them, you sitting here saying he brought his wife into it.
He brought his wife in it.
That might be true, but families.
Then you went
always-
in and then you put Beyonce mom in, and she had nothing to do with. Oh, because she was showing support for
Tiny.
Tiny. Then you gonna post her. Like, come on, you know Queen B ain't handling it.
Yeah, I don't know why 50.
That
went
was
there.
stupid. I told y'all this nigga feeling himself. This shit is turning on his ass. People are.
It's turning on him until when?
It's turning on him now because
Until
like
he drops Power.
no, because
Origins.
see, that's the problem. Y'all cannot separate. Y'all always talking about separate the person from the music. This right here, anytime his ass get backed in the corner, the first thing y'all start hollering about, well, he got power shit. We know he got that shit. The nigga still got his toe in the rap game. So if you gonna sit here and engage in the so-called quote unquote rap beef, it was cute in the beginning when you're doing the memes. Now, this, to me and other folks like me, it's getting old. Nigga,
And
get in
to
the
other
fucking
folks,
booth.
like other people,
Like me.
they're cool with 50 doing it. They understand that 50 has moved on.
He ain't moved
from-
on. You can't move on if you constantly engaging, responding back every week.
That is true.
You can't move on.
Moved
He got
on from
he got
rapping.
so much time.
No, he's moved on from rapping.
That
Yeah,
nigga, he ain't rapping because Lloyd Banks ain't writing his fucking music. He cannot write shit. That's why. That nigga would not get in the booth because he will get cooked. He will get cooked. 50 ain't no fucking lyricist. No, he ain't.
Not a lyricist.
Regardless-
He's not a lyricist.
regardless
He's not
of
even an
what,
MC.
He does not. And I've been saying this. He does not, and he's not going to get in the booth. He's not. His rap career is over. He is into TV and shows, TVs and movies, and that's what he's into now. His rap career is over. He's taking jabs and stuff in the hip hop industry, but he's not rapping. We all know this. Well, some of us know this. The other portion, I don't know why y'all aren't understanding. He's not rapping.
You see where all this starts from currently? It's from Shannon Sharp, a known shit starter. See, this is like last year with Cat Williams and all that beef that stemmed there. And now Shannon had T.I. on his show, and now we got a huge beef with 50 Cent.
Again, the thing is, if motherfuckers, if you not in the booth no more, then go sit
How are
down.
you to tell somebody what they're supposed to do?
Okay, you're
This
right.
man
Just like how,
has figured out his
y'all
way,
was
and
simple,
it takes so
simple.
much, and this is my last
ahead.
point.
Yeah.
It takes so much more to write a diss track.
No, it don't.
Than to just post memes.
No, it don't. You're right.
don't
That's
think so?
that's low. That's low.
It
That's
takes a
low.
lot
You're
more to
right.
write diss
That's
tracks
lowering the
than it does
bar.
to post
That's
memes.
lowering
I'm
the
just
bar.
saying.
That just lets me know that you're limited. That's what it lets me know. And that lets me know, since y'all want to talk about all the bangers he had, that lets me know who was an actual all-star in fucking G Unit. It was Lloyd Banks. Took his ass away. Look with this nigga. That's the reason why this nigga don't drop shit. This the reason why 50 don't drop shit. And this the reason why his punk ass won't get in the fucking booth, because he will get cooked.
The reason he probably doesn't drop stuff is because it's more money in movies and TV than
No,
it is in
we
music.
get all that shit, bro. We ain't listen. We
So
ain't
what-
taking.
so it's
we
about
not
money,
taking.
right?
Listen, time out. We're not taking. See, this is what I'm talking about. The MAGA 50 fans. Anytime when we start talking about the music part, y'all, you had them. If not mistaken, you had them as one of the all greatest of all time.
No,
Last time I
said
checked, you
he
said
has one of the greatest albums of all time.
okay. Then, so what
without
I'm
a
saying.
doubt.
So what I'm saying to you is, this is reason why his catalog dilutes to a little bit, because when you go to T.I.'s catalog, every fucking album he put out is some bangers up there. You feel what I'm saying? Every one. 50 is limited. So again, if you done with the hip hop shit, stop fucking with the hip hop niggas. You know they're gonna bring their superpowers out. That is diss tracks. You feel what I'm saying? He know he can't do that shit no more. That's all I'm just saying. Stick to them making fucking movies and TV shows.
Yo, shout out to everybody watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment.
50 got niggas bad because he don't want to
No,
rap.
they ain't got nobody mad.
50
It
got,
don't-
50 has
it's
a
lame.
bunch of people upset that, and he knows it, and that's why he's not going to rap, because there's this segment of y'all who just swear up and down he has to rap.
At
He
this
doesn't
point-
have to rap.
at this
T.I.
point-
needs 50 to rap.
No, you don't. No, he don't. Because even if he don't,
T.I. cut
he
3
does,
diss tracks
right?
to-
And
to-
they
to
all
50 last
and
week.
they all bangers. So when he drop his fucking album, right?
So you're saying marketing too then?
Yeah, of course, it's both. It's both.
Well, what'd you think of those diss tracks?
I love all of them, even down to his sons.
Okay, so yeah, T.I. did drop 3 diss tracks. One was called The Right One, the other one was called Lessons, and the last one was called War. And then King Harris dropped a diss track called Say Less, and that was where he was wearing 50 Cent's mom on his T-shirt.
Holding a blunt to it. Like
Yep.
he had smoke.
And then there was Domani Harris, who released Miss Jackson, which referenced 50's mom and past legal controversies. And as you mentioned earlier, Rick Ross got involved and publicly asked King Harris for one of those T-shirts featuring 50 Cent's mother. So,
It was sporting this shit.
yeah, so I don't know where we go from here
And
because
that's
it's
cool.
Yeah.
Like it's cool. Like, you know, if you think that the Harris they got one up, cool. But
Of
we
course.
all know that 50 is going to come back. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but we all know that this is what 50 does. 50 is the ultimate bad guy.
Well, he can't come back now. He got no choice but to sit down.
Okay, you say that now, but 50 he's going to come back. It might, like I say, it might not be today or tomorrow, but he's going to be
I don't
back.
think he is.
Okay.
He removed all of the references off of social media, so he took down all the posts dissing T.I., which probably means he don't want it anymore. And you know, that whole Shreveport thing going on, he's got to focus on that. So I don't think he has the time necessary to dedicate to responding back and forth to a beef.
Well, if he doesn't get back to this,
Yeah.
I will be surprised. But that's just me.
I don't think he has it in him to go bar for bar with T.I.
No, I didn't say rapping. I did not say rapping, but I said he will
off
revisit
limits.
this situation again. He's not going to let them off the hook like this. He never does.
He got to, 'cause
he's
he-
going to revisit.
He got
this.
to come up with a fascinating meme of the year. That's what he got to come up for it to be all right.
Fascinating man.
Yeah.
You got to remember, 50's made some enemies. He's
got a
flirted
whole
with the
lot.
Beehive, T.I.,
Yeah.
his family. Then you got Murder Inc. You got Ja Rule still out here pissed off. Mm-hmm. So 50
He
has
got Fab, Mano. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, hey.
Now, some people are saying T.I. is using this as a platform for himself because right now T.I. is fully independent music-wise. He's not signed to any labels.
He'd be a fool not to.
That's why he's doing this.
He'd be a fool not to.
So all this controversy he's generating is good for T.I. for the simple fact he's independent now. So there's no record label backing him. There's no big major, at least not music-wise. And I don't think he needs it because he won that lawsuit. I don't know if he got any of that money he was entitled to. But, T.I. doesn't need the backing. So this is all pure publicity for T.I. Every time we play that diss, T.I. is getting paid. I'm sure he's uploaded them to some sort of streaming platform, so he's getting paid off of all this. King is getting paid off of his diss. I'm sure he's going to mass produce those 50 Cent mom T-shirts and probably start selling them, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people buying them who don't like 50. So this beef is going to be long-standing, but I do see 50 kind of waving the white flag if he's taking down the post from Instagram. I know it's always chestnut checkers with 50, but like I said, he needs to stop trying to be this villain and start focusing on that money Shreveport gave him so he don't screw the city over and try to create some jobs for people in that area that are deserving of those jobs and qualify for them. I've been reading the comments, you people. Getting on me, talk about, you got to be qualified for those. I'm like, yeah, I know that, but you got to have the jobs actually in the area for you to, qualified people to do them.
You be reading the comments.
Sometimes I skim through them. I don't respond to everybody because everybody is not
you do.
I do.
No, I don't.
I do.
I'm not.
Shit,
I'm not
I know
even
one
going
of
in
the damn
there.
54. They over 3,000 comments.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. 50 is a very big draw. A lot of people like 50 and
a
root
lot of
for the
people
villain, and a lot of people don't like him.
That's what I'm saying. It's a split batch. Like for the people like Hassan who want to see 50 get his just due.
Yeah.
There's a whole other side who wants 50 to keep going.
Yeah, they love the bad guy
And
shit.
that's what they're about.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in the fight. It's just interesting to see how things are looked at, especially in how this is going. Especially
since the police are involved. The South Fulton Police Department in Atlanta claim people were calling them about this beef. They even issued a social media post saying, we're fully aware that T.I. and 50 Cent are currently engaged in a verbal discrepancy of lyrical proportions. After conducting a preliminary linguistic analysis of Mr. Harris' expansive vernacular, we've determined this matter falls outside of our investigative jurisdiction. So they were kind of mocking T.I. when they were doing that. But they also tagged the New York Police Department and said, let's make sure everybody gets along this time. So I guess these T.I. and 50 Cent brought the police together in two different cities. So salute to them. So how does this play out?
I think it's gonna die. I mean,
oh yeah, it's going to die down. But 50 is going to bring it back up at whenever 50 feels like.
This beef is like herpes. It goes away, but it comes back.
That's 50.
And you got it for life.
That's 50. That's who you're dealing with.
Yes, indeed. So I'm glad we got some decent music out of it, which is the most important part of a rap.
That's
beef.
what I was looking for.
I don't really care about memes more so than some dope music, because that's what we remember. Everybody remembers classic tracks. They don't remember classic memes. But, 50 did kind of make me laugh when he compared King Harris to Pepe the Frog.
No, did you see the one where he had Tiny as the Oompa Loompa?
Yeah.
Oh, my. 50 he's a terror.
Yes, he is.
He's a terror.
Yeah, so we're going to see how this plays out. Of course, these are two rich mofos, and it's a very rich family, so I don't really expect it to go to the streets. I just expect it to
I definitely don't expect it to go to the streets.
Greasy talk and memes. So we're going to see how that plays out. Keep it peaceful, but I think the line has been crossed. I just think, at this point, there ain't nothing left to do but let it die. 50 ain't going to make some music about it.
Nope.
So let's go ahead and move on, because there were a couple other topics I wanted to discuss. Now, Lamar Odom was on the Cousins podcast, which is Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady's podcast, and he was discussing that fateful day at the Bunny Ranch where they ended up. So that was Lamar Odom discussing his assassination attempt, allegedly, at the Bunny Ranch, that fateful day in Vegas. So do you believe somebody was trying to kill Lamar Odom?
Oh, shit. When you that high the food chain, anything's possible. And then
why?
Because look who he was fucking with, the Kardashian.
So he was high up the food chain?
Yeah, when you're up the food chain, when you are over that 1%, you got money out, you got over millions of dollars. At that time he did. You know what I'm saying?
Still probably.
And he was married to a Kardashian. You feel what I'm saying? So you divorced one of the Kardashians, you know what I'm saying? And she was embarrassed based off your drug abuse problem that you was going through and the marriage you're probably going through. You just divorced. I'm pretty sure she probably had a damn a detective, PI follow his ass and shit like that. Get whatever dirt on his ass, because you know why? Child custody. You feel what I'm saying?
He had a child with him?
Yeah. I believe so. I believe they did.
I don't think they did.
I don't know. I can't say if they did or didn't.
But that's wild to me, just because Lamar Odom was getting real in depth with his drug use during this podcast. He was saying how he did a lot of drugs on the off season, but he admitted he never did drugs during the season. Yeah, so he was just basically saying the policies were too strict if he was caught with that powder in his system. So he knew the suspensions were going to be that bad. So he decided to save his sniffing prowess for the off season.
Look, I think that's kind of commendable. Like, he's playing hard to get to that dough,
and he's sniffing hard.
And the reason why he said that it was too strict, because they was like, I think Vince asked him, he was like, Dad, use that discipline to not do it during the season. Why you just couldn't stop? He was like, hey, it was just pretty much what I summed up. What he had was I was bored. Basketball, it was constructive situation for him to keep him focused. When he had the off season, when you ain't had nothing to do, you feel what I'm saying?
It's the crowd you're running with.
I mean, he was married to a Kardashian.
Okay, so
And at that
That's what
time,
I'm saying. So
and
it's the crowd you're
he
running
is
with.
an NBA champ too. He won a chip with the Lakers. So
it's the crowd you're running with, and so forth and so on. And look, and you out in LA.
man, listen,
I'm
you
sure that
a millionaire, dog. You wake up 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon and shit.
that white horse is flowing freely,
Listen, everything is at your disposal. These motherfuckers ain't got nothing but time on their hand. All he had to do was shoot up 1,000 shots and free throws and stuff like that. That's 1 hour a day. Probably that's 2 hour workout, shooting and lifting weights. The rest of the time is do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, so Lamar admitted that while he was in the offseason, he indulged frequently, and he said he had some great cocaine summers, which most likely is going to be the album title of a new mixtape from Benny the Butcher or the Clips. Cocaine Summers.
Somebody's going
to use that. West Side Gun.
Yeah, somebody put something in Lamar Odom drink when he said he passed out.
I believe that, but why? And remember, the Bunny Ranch wasn't planned. That was just some off-the-cuff shit.
Right.
It was just like, I'm bored today, let me go to the Bunny Ranch, and he popped up.
Somebody in there was try to be an opportunist.
But how did the people at the Bunny Ranch know Lamar Odom was going to show up that day?
They didn't know, but somebody
when he got there,
remember.
You know what it was?
No, you remember what I was saying, like how Shannon Sharp and other high-profile men get trapped off.
The Russian honeypot thing?
Is that the honey trap shit? That shit is real. They got active American companies that pretty much put out hits on certain celebrities and shit.
But they ain't, well, if you kill him, you ain't getting nothing out of it. The Money Ranch don't get money if he passes away.
Of course, but it's just sometimes either they're working for somebody or just getting dirt on somebody to where you can release that shit and get paid off of that.
You know what messed him up is when he said, don't tell nobody I'm here. That's probably what put motion into
somebody was going to say something anyway. Lamar Odom here. Oh,
what stood out to me the most?
What's that?
75 stack.
Yeah, he brought 75K into the money.
75,000 just lying around.
He did. He's an
NBA
NBA champion. At that time, he's married to the Kardashian, which her net worth was probably more than his. So he got some money out that shit. When they divorced each other, that nigga had money to burn. Mm-hmm. He did.
Okay, yeah, this incident happened in 2015, for those that remember. Now, Odom said right now he's 2 years clean from the powder, but he's still using weed.
Which I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah. And he's hoping to use his tale to help other people with substance abuse. Now, I did get an opportunity to see the full interview, and Lamar Odom is really the poster child for, those Say No commercials, because he's the one that they told us about in school. He said it started with weed, and that's what made him want to try coke, because he had smoked weed.
Bullshit.
Now, that's not a pattern that most potheads I know use, because we just stick to weed.
Big lies.
Yeah.
Right.
Big lies.
Not doing that.
For the sake of propaganda, Lamar Odom is definitely the poster child for Say No to Drugs. He's probably the athlete they're going to point to in schools and elementary schools when they start those campaigns for children.
Because I've been out, and everything's been around, and I'm just rolling up. Y'all do what y'all do. I'm good.
Now, Lamar Odom also mentioned that he said he just did it because he loves drugs, but he also
that's it. That's the part.
No, he loves drugs.
That's the part.
Right. He like getting high. Shit. What the fuck?
He said it helped with the pain from his childhood because he lost his mom at 12.
Okay.
So that played a part. But he also admitted that because of his drug usage, it cost him a spot in the Hall of Fame. Do you think Lamar Odom would have been able to get into the Hall of Fame? Huh?
In what Hall of Fame?
NBA Hall of Fame. Or Basketball Hall of Fame. That's what it is.
Yeah, he got the numbers. He got the numbers.
I think Lamar Odom had
got
the
the
talent
numbers.
to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he got the numbers.
No, he don't got the numbers.
He
Or
was
he
kinda-
did there.
What
but
you mean?
Well, I mean, because of the drugs.
Because could he, if he would have, reached his potential, easily he would.
That's what I'm saying.
What would you
was the
consider? What would,
first.
wait,
He
was a
go,
fucking
pause.
freak.
He was the
Pause.
first.
Pause. Stop right quick before you go further. I need you to answer the question. What would you consider a person reaching their potential? So in this case, basketball. What would be according to you? He reached his potential, because in my case, he reached his potential.
He didn't.
He did
No.
not.
Why you say he
Lamar
didn't?
Odom was like a
No.
freak in high school.
No,
He
right.
was like wasn't he the
Do you
number
okay.
one?
So
do
now-
you remember Lamar Odom
Yeah.
coming out of high school?
Yeah.
Then going to like
Yeah.
Rhode Island, like
Uh-huh.
how much of
Yeah,
he
once-
did not reach
right.
nowhere near
Near
what
his
he
potential.
Wait a
was
minute,
supposed
time
to
out.
be.
So this is where I had to disagree, because in order to reach your potential, right, that means the ultimate goal is win the chip, right?
No.
What you mean?
No.
What you
No,
mean?
Not with that type of potential.
What you mean?
He won a chip, but he
won
wasn't
a
a
chip.
centerpiece.
Damn right, he
was a role-
Yes,
No, he was not.
Excuse
a
me, I'm a
centerpiece.
Laker fan, so I know this.
That's cool.
He was a central part of the team. 6th man of the year. That's an essential part of the team.
But he should have been star, not 6-man.
Yeah.
He was star of another team and got traded. He was hold on. He was with the Clippers.
Because
he was a star with the Clippers. Then they got traded him to the Lakers. Of course, Kobe is the man. You feel what I'm saying? So Kobe, and then I think that's when
Lamar Odom would have had way better numbers than what he had.
I'm not. What I'm saying is,
nowhere near his-
hold
He was
on.
like
Because
Wembanyama before Wembanyama.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is he was a first round draft pick. He was a 6th man of the year, and he won a chip. He was a central part of the reason why the Lakers won. So I think, to me, he reached his potential.
He should have been an MVP.
All stars, MVP.
But once he-
multiple
but
champions.
once he
He
have a KD like career.
But once he became the Laker, he's not going to win the most
He was
valuable.
actually
So
reaching
then
his
you're
potential
saying-
in
so then
Miami.
You're saying that the Lakers stunted his.
No, they
growth
did.
potential. 'Cause
How?
you're saying
He
when
won his
got-
own-
Dame stunted his
Because you're
potential.
He won his chip with the
When
Lakers.
you're saying when he got to the Lakers, you know you weren't going to be able to be that type of
Because
player.
Kobe
But he
was the
wasn't
man.
Really, that type of player before.
He was a first round draft pick, and he was a starter on the Clippers. He was.
Yeah.
He was the man on the Clippers. But you want to win a chip, sometimes you might have to take a back seat. He did. And he still was a main part of the championship team, because he won the 6th man of the year that year.
But he's not. He should have been a star. He should have been with his own team. I'm talking about based off the potential from high school.
Okay, so if LeBron is a star, he teamed up.
Bro.
Hold on, man.
He could have been Anthony Davis.
Say what?
He could have been like Anthony Davis.
He did. He came to the Lakers. He helped deliver a chip. He did. You got
As
niggas.
a
You got
sixth man.
niggas that.
As a 6th man.
Yes, you got niggas that won chips and wasn't a central part of the damn team. They ride the fucking bench.
No.
He was a central part of the team. He won 6th man of the year. You coming from one team where you were the man to the other team to where you accept
What was the most amount of points he averaged in a season for his career? What season did he average the most?
I know it was
points?
over 21 points, so don't get me to say it off the
That's
top of
what
my
I'm
head.
saying.
It was over
21
20
points.
It was over 20.
He should have been. He should have averaged
21 points back
Looking
in
at
two.
his stats a game, and the most he's averaged, and this is with the Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
was 17.
17
A
what?
game.
17 what?
points per game.
17.2
Get-
points
what-
a game.
Okay, give rebounds,
What was his
assists.
shots percentage? What was he shooting from the field?
Mind you, he's 6th man a year, so you averaging 17.
42.
42%.
That's real good. Considering, and then you gotta look at that win that type of game. Then those numbers, 21 points back then, that was good. 17
Lamar
points
Odom
coming off
did
the
not
bench,
reach
that was good.
anywhere near his potential at all.
okay.
He did not.
He starred on the team. I'm
He
gonna
wasn't starred on the team. He was
starred on the
man.
He started on the Clippers team. When he got drafted in the league, he was the man on the Clippers. Then got traded went to the Lakers.
Who was on that Clippers team?
Oh man, you got
It was
look.
Andre Miller, wasn't it?
First round draft pick. Yeah,
Was he there when Darius Miles was there?
I think so. But don't get me to say that off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't remember that Clippers team. I do remember Lamar Odom being on there, and I think
He was a star
with,
player on that team.
And what was he averaging?
Look it up.
It was under 20, I bet it was.
I don't think so.
Look, the point is this: Lamar Odom should have had a better career than what he had.
Way better.
He should have had multiple championships. He was good enough to be an MVP. He didn't live up to his potential. I truly believe had he not been doing drugs, he would be in the Hall of Fame.
So you saying the drugs is what hurt him?
Yes.
You know, you got motherfuckers that did worse than they in the Hall of Fame.
I know, but the drugs contributed. Now, there are some people like Jordan who can be pissy drunk and still go to practice, and everybody ain't Jordan. Everybody can't get effed up and go into a game.
Or have a gambling issue or whatever.
Everybody ain't Doc Gooden who can get high and pitch a no-hitter.
Odom only played, if I'm reading this correct, he only played 1 year with the Clippers.
Yeah.
He averaged 4 points with the Clippers.
He played 1 year with the Clippers.
No, he played more than that.
He played more years with the Clippers, dog.
It's saying that he played 2012, 2013 with the Clippers. He played, then he was with LA from...
He had 2 stints with LA.
Right.
Yeah, there was that one stint before. Didn't they trade him for Shaq?
I'm about to
that was
say,
when
yeah.
they traded him.
He got at
Last
least...
year in LA was 17. He averaged 17.2 with the Clippers. That was 2000, 2001.
Mm-hmm.
That was his best year with the Clippers. His best year with the Lakers was...
The MVP, the 6th man of the year when we won the chip.
He averaged 15. He averaged 16 with the Lakers. That was his best year with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Overall, these stats are not Hall of Fame stats.
They're just role player stats. They're good role player stats.
Now you went from saying the drugs would have hurt him, and now you just said he don't even have the numbers.
He don't.
Okay.
But that's why.
I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
The drugs played a part.
So how long he been? So he been in the league between the Clippers and the Lakers. It was almost 10 years then.
Yeah.
He
You got to remember, basketball is a mental game, too.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing drugs, that contributes to your mental mindset. And it don't sound like he was a hard worker. It sounded like since high school, he was getting by off his skill. He was like Tracy McGrady, where his skill in his bag was so slick, he never probably expanded it or changed it up to...
Or just push hard.
Lamar Odom was a beast, especially coming out of high school.
Coming out of high school. Jeez.
Bro, he was Tim Thomas level out of high school.
Lamar Odom was like super special coming out of high school. That's all they talked about. Then he was left-handed.
Yeah.
Then he was left-handed.
So by all means, he should have been in the Hall of Fame. He should be a Hall of Famer, and the drugs screwed him up. And the drugs probably contributed to the reason why he didn't work hard.
That marriage, all that stuff, just all the combination of everything took him off his.
I think the drugs made him make bad decisions, which led to other issues, particularly. To be honest, I probably think Khloe Kardashian was the best thing for him.
What up, Miller 15?
Yeah, what up? What up, the chat?
What up?
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and
Tell a
interact
friend. Hit that YouTube channel, subscribe.
I'm not take because Lamar, like he said, was a beast, but he just didn't. If you're thinking about his potential, like he should have had chips, plural.
You can tell, because who fucking gets bored and says, let me go to the Bunny Ranch? That's some shit you plan out.
A lot.
I mean, I know when you got money, you can do that.
Look at Stephon Diggs. Nigga got kids coming right behind each other.
That's a Stephon Diggs
but
move.
he's not going to the Bunny Ranch, though. He just
I don't know. He's going to Cardi's house and getting the same experience.
No, he just hit somebody. He hit somebody DM like, yo, what up? And that's what he does.
Well, he is like Lamar because he's on a boat with the pink powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the difference is between both because I don't do neither.
The pink I hear is a little bit more expensive.
I bet it is.
I hear the pink is a little bit more pricey.
Obviously, if Diddy's doing it. So, yeah, well, I'm glad Lamar Odom made it through. I do think he is wasted potential. He should have been so much more than what he was. But I'm glad he's still with us. So he's still able to reach the youth and tell them not to do the things he did.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Do drugs.
Yeah, and stay in school. And most importantly, don't marry a Kardashian. You end up like Lamar Odom. Okay, so moving along, I wanted to go to another topic. So earlier this week, there was the BAFTA Awards, and there was an incident between Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo, and this racist-ass Tourette's having white folk in the audience, and that caused him to say the N-word. And that led to kind of a big fallout to the people watching the BAFTA Awards, and this led to some issues.
Take a note of what happened. Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo were presenting an award at an award show, and an individual from the audience shouted out the N-word.
Vital part of movie making.
Now, here is context. That individual suffers from coprolalia. It affects 10 to 15 people that have Tourette syndrome. And that syndrome, it causes you to say obscene or harmful things. But that's not this conversation. This conversation is about the ask for the extension of grace without receiving that same grace. There's a difference between intent and impact. I understand that. I'm sure you understand that as well. That individual did not necessarily intend to harm the presenters. But what about the impact? Because there is indeed an impact. What about the impact of hearing a word that has for years meant the marginalization? What about hearing a word that has for years defined the undermining of black and brown individuals? What about a word that for years black and brown individuals heard, and the last word before they were brutally lynched and murdered? What about the impact? Because there is indeed an impact. Furthermore, let's have one further conversation before you click away. Where was the apology? And I don't mean the apology simply by words. Where was the apology by common sense? The awards show did not air until 2 hours after it was recorded. Word could have been deleted. The word could have been deleted. Other words were deleted. Other phrases were deleted. So why wasn't the N-word deleted? Where were the people in power that had enough empathy, enough sensitivity, and enough common sense to say, you know what? This probably shouldn't air.
Yeah, so I've been watching that clip all week. That shit was wild, man.
I didn't tell you where it was at, Ocho. They didn't care.
You didn't? Well, no, I don't think it was who didn't care.
He's saying, why didn't they edit it?
Oh yeah,
stuff
the
like
people
that.
behind the scenes didn't edit it because they didn't give a shit.
Of course, because they
didn't care.
edited out Free Palestine and all that other shit.
They had time to edit out all this
Everything else that was not considered what they had enough time. See, that lets you know that's what
I have this one burning question though.
Yeah.
I just have this one burning question.
What's that?
He's never blurted this word out before.
Oh, he's blurted it out before.
He's had to.
That's the first thing they go for.
Right. He's had to have this outburst before. So I know like people who knew him and stuff knew that he did this. They couldn't have been surprised.
My thing is, what I have is, especially everybody come to their defense. You even had a black young Tourette syndrome. She came out try to defend, but I'm sitting here like, even as you sitting here talking to us, you are refraining yourself from saying the word. You feel what I'm saying? Number one, racism is a learned behavior. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're a Tourette syndrome person, you're not even thinking about race. Somebody taught that to you. Number two, if you have, we understand that Tourette syndrome people have outbursts and they can say some of the hellacious shit. But my thing is, I'm sure that it was black people throughout sitting in the show, sitting next to him, sitting near him. Did he blurted that shit out then, before, afterwards, or throughout the show? Or he waited just then when it was quiet and it was like I said, That's
why I said, has he blurted this out before? This is
I'm sure.
No. I'm not. No, not as did he blurt it out before.
Oh,
during the whole show. If you got unexplainable tics that you would say shit, I'm sure there was other black, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy wasn't the only two black actors there. Were you blurting that shit out throughout the show?
Did he have any other outbursts throughout the show?
The girl,
or was you calling anybody else that was non-white, you Asian motherfucker or some shit like that?
Did you have was this just the only outburst you had during the show?
You got to be specific. This is the only racist outburst you had throughout the show?
Not just that. If you have Tourette.
He had other bursts. That's facts. There was other bursts throughout the show. The point is, did you have blurted out black racist words throughout the whole time? Because I'm sure.
He didn't.
And now also, did you blurt out other racist epithet to other nationality that was there?
No, he didn't. So, from my understanding, because I saw that girl you were talking about who had the Tourette syndrome, and she said silence is sometimes a trigger that causes it. So, what she was saying is the silence is kind of what set him off and made him do that. Whereas if there's a lot of noise, it won't trigger him, supposedly. Now, my thing is, I get the mental issue. I remember Mahmoud Abdul Rauf having this shit.
Exactly.
That's the only person I remember who had this same situation. But his was just throwing little light jabs during the interview and doing a little tick with his head. I ain't seen this white dude shoot 3-pointers like Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
or handle the rock.
Or handle that rock like
No, he ain't got them basketball skills. But my thing is this: the real main issue is the fact that they did not censor the word.
And outside of not censor, you did not go and apologize to Delroy.
Well,
No, he did. He did an apology, but apology, my point, fell short. You should have not only you should apologize to the millions of people who had heard your ass. You should have made a direct apology to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy. You said it when they was there. He didn't do that, so you dropped the ball on that. So with that being said, even if I could give you a pass, I can't give you a pass because number one, if you have not been saying that shit throughout the show or calling any other nationality a racist trope, or you could have then followed up with a proper apology. You failed, as well as the network as well.
So it sounds like this condition itself is just a condition that does not prevent you from withholding your racist thoughts, because that was in his heart. You know, you can't subconsciously say something that you don't mean that's not in your heart. So this was one of those incidences, and it's very sad because when it comes to Tourette's, I've heard this situation before. I watched this 2020 expose back in the day on a guy who had Tourette's, and they said when he was in a department store and he saw black people, he would have to shout out loud nickels, dimes, and quarters so he wouldn't slip and say the N-word. I remember that when I was watching it as a teen. And then they said, because if he doesn't say the word nickel, this happens. And then he yelled out the N-word in front of a department store full of black people. So I've seen this condition happen before on TV. The thing that Delroy Lindo said, he said it was kind of fucked up that you didn't tell us about this beforehand, because when me and Michael B. Jordan were up there, we just saw a white guy shouting the N-word at us. Had you told us that this guy had a condition that might cause him to say that, it would have gave us a little bit more preparation in case it happened. So they were completely caught off guard.
Probably could have had a weak ass damn joke that, backhand that shit.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan could have used that. He could have been like, "No, that white guy said I'm that nigga."
Right.
Yeah, that's
all. You know what I'm saying? You ain't get. Like I said, the network failed on all.
Is there any positive Tourette's? Is there any Tourette's where the white guy's like, the black man is God? It's always the N-word. Like on the 2020 expose, it's never positive.
Never positive.
Because they taught black is inferior.
Yeah, but I mean, the tick lets you know what's in their heart. That's why I said
no,
that.
They ain't in the heart. They're whoever they're around teaches them that.
Aren't there some
that.
good-hearted people with Tourette's that say
sure
positive things?
I'm sure
Stay in school.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Use a condom. Yeah. So
say no to drugs.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that BAFTA incident goes. Most likely, they just won't let that die down because it seems like everybody came to an agreement. There's nothing we can do. We just got to put up with this racist guy.
Yeah, you got to put up with his ass. You got to put up with that shit. You can say what the hell you need to say. Get it off your chest. If you hear it directly, indirectly, make him feel that shit.
Yeah.
That's all.
Cool. So let's go ahead and move on. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Been in the news for the past 2 weeks. Of course, we covered last week with Gene Simmons.
And he is not going to be happy with this one.
No. I'm sure he has a dog in this, and he ain't got shit to say because Lauryn Hill is a singer.
No.
He's talking about all the latest Wu-Tang.
Yeah, so the Hall of Fame inductees for 2026 have been announced. Mariah Carey was announced.
Well deserved.
That's Phil Collins, I thought he was already in
Yeah,
there.
well deserved.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
He should have been in.
Yeah, then we had, of course, as you mentioned, Wu-Tang. And also deservingly, New Edition was inducted.
Well deserved.
Sade was inducted in the Rock and
deserved.
Roll Hall of Fame. And we also had Pink, Shakira, and also Luther Vandross
Well deserved.
was inducted. And, of course, headlining this was Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill was inducted into the
Not
Rock and Roll Hall
well
of Fame.
deserved.
Yeah.
No. How you gonna get somebody that off of one fucking album?
She's part of 2 acclaimed albums.
We only know her
highly
for one.
acclaimed. No, we don't.
The
We know
Fugees.
2.
The Fugees album.
now, okay, thank you. Say she that's okay. Then that means she's
I say 1.5 out.
no, it's one because the Fugees is a group. It's a whole different.
That's why I said
entity.
1.5.
But she's still a part of it.
But she's not. You cannot include that when it comes to inductee.
Why you can't? Because she
her
was a-
bar. No,
That's a part of her career.
Right, but that's a whole part of
Killing
another
Them
entity.
Softly.
She has one album on her own face. That's it.
Well, she has a couple albums. It's just one major album. It's just,
We got
it's
one that we know
don't
of
forget
her.
the Unplugged album, which
We
was
got
like
one that we know
But it's
of her.
critically acclaimed. But heralded is one of the best.
Out of those
albums
six,
ever
who out of
written.
those six, who you taking off?
out of what 6?
Out of the people you just named, because all of them.
Oh,
not
there
getting
was
in.
more than 6.
Exactly. So it's going to be somebody had to be left off. Who you going to leave off?
Well, I mean, I think it's kind of weird. They should have inducted. Well, I would like to say the Fugees, but I don't know. Wyclef too. He deserves
I
acknowledgement.
got you, but she's coming in on her own.
Yeah, on her
attribute.
own.
Right.
I
so-
don't agree with it.
Right.
but
So that means, my opinion, she don't deserve to get in.
she's like Lamar Odom. She has all the talent to get in the Hall of Fame.
course.
She just didn't do the work.
Of course, she didn't.
She has, like I say, she's a part of 2 of the most critically acclaimed albums
See, that-
in
but-
hip hop. And
But they did not.
regardless of how
They
you-
did not include them in the part of this Hall of Fame, though.
Okay, that's cool.
No,
But
it's not cool. If they said Lauryn Hill and the Fugees, all right, you can say that. They said Lauryn Hill. So Lauryn Hill is what Lauryn Hill did on her
the common
own.
denominator.
1.5
The
albums.
common denominator in both of those albums are
Compare her to-
Lauryn Hill.
Compare her to everybody else that's getting in. No. Because everybody else discography raps around her like I don't know what.
Yeah, and she might not even show up for her inductee.
Right, exactly. She didn't
Chakra
show,
might
she only
not be
show
in
up
line.
for concerts.
She'll be there, but
No, she not. She ain't getting in. I bet you she ain't getting in.
she headlined.
She's
What you
already
mean?
in. I mean,
what
this
you
is
mean? Do you be listening
You
to
ju-
what we're
that-
saying? She in. She in. She in there.
yeah.
She's the main eventer
That's-
of all of them.
That's weak.
Even though Phil should be, but
Yeah.
that's for another conversation.
I don't. Okay.
But
I misinterpreted that
she's-
because I thought they
she's
was
in there.
inductees. They ain't get in. They got to vote on who's about to get in.
Okay. Well,
They have to vote on who has to get in. I thought that's what I understood.
Well, the thing about Lauryn Hill is this: if there are stats that are required to get into the
Which it
Rock and
is.
Roll Hall of Fame,
Which it
she
is.
she meets them. Remember, the Fugees album went diamond, and her album went diamond.
I'm about to say, you must
That's
not
20
remember.
million.
You really must not
Yeah,
remember the
I'm not
miseducation
talking-
of
y'all
Lauryn
not
Hill.
Listen to me. What I'm saying is they did not say Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. They said
Lauryn Hill.
Right.
So, I know
So-
Lauryn Hill.
you don't.
So when you
remember
talk
the
about
Lauryn Hill has a diamond album by herself.
miseducation,
of Lauryn
that's
Hill.
probably the
it. So
best
when you
album ever.
So when you compare her to everybody else that's in there, no.
I mean, I agree. I agree. One diamond album.
Damn,
should get
when
you
you,
in. Is
I'm
Halle
like,
in?
what the fuck is y'all
Is
missing
Hammer
here?
in?
Everybody else, they name in
The Hammer
there.
should be in there.
Hammer should be.
Hammer
in.
should definitely
Hammer
be in there.
should be in.
Everybody
Hammer
else, they
should be in.
name in there. Y'all, man, hell no.
Well, my thing is this: is it based on influence, sales, or like a combination of both?
I
'Cause-
believe it's all the above.
And on top of that,
And body of work.
Her influence on the culture. Her influence on the culture. You're not giving her just due. Her influence on the culture is
was that?
just
Was
as
it
big
Sister Act?
as that album.
was- is that
See, and that's where I disagree, because if that's the case, I think DOC should be
Come
in the
on,
Rock and
man.
Roll Hall
Y'all,
of
see,
Fame.
y'all moving the goalposts. When you talk, compared to everybody else they name.
What
Where DLC come from? No. He has production.
No, I'm
It's
not saying, but what?
Death Row. He wrote all those lyrics.
Yeah.
All
he
the
wrote
hits.
the Chronic. Like Dre's parts.
They all wrote the Chronic.
No.
they
DOC
all were
wrote,
writing the Chronic.
Ghost wrote a lot of those lyrics.
A lot of them
on
wrote
a lot
the
of
Chronic.
albums.
Right. I'm sure he did, but a lot of
And
them wrote the Chronic.
and that album, The Formula, is a classic.
The Formula is a classic,
Okay, then,
but
so-
it's not.
So that's a body.
Diamond
And
classic.
like Big, he can't recapture what he had originally.
Yeah, 'cause he
he
lost his
physically
yeah, he
can't
lost his
do
voice. He lost his voice.
it. So in that regards, he's in the same category as Big, where he's just not around to be able to create. He physically can't create classic shit no more.
But as far as Lauryn Hill, though, no. Yes, that's not taking away that she wasn't an influence on the culture. None of that. But when you comparing her body of work to everybody else that we just named,
bro, she has an album that could go song for song.
Everybody else we name has albums.
And that's good, but they don't
it
have
is
an
great.
album
What you
as
talking about?
great as
I'm
The
sorry.
Miseducation
Whoever
of Lauryn
got
Hill.
in with just one album.
And that's cool, but who's ever gotten in with an album that sold 20 million copies?
So I'm gonna say this again. Everybody else that just named had albums that outsold what she done. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't think
what?
that, no.
Boys the Men. Are you serious?
They didn't outsell Lauren. Not that both
Are
of
you
their albums.
are you stupid? New
I
Edition.
don't think all the New Editions albums
you
put together outsold Lauren's. Like,
Nah, you tripping.
they was a major part of culture.
Bobby Brown's
I'm
got
not saying
multi-plat.
I'm not saying
BBD,
that
they all
weren't-
got platinum.
Okay, so what are you talking
Solo
about?
careers.
I'm saying that none of their albums are as big as Lauren's.
Are
None
you
of
crazy?
theirs.
Nah, that
You
Heartbreak
is
album.
tripping, bro.
The Heartbreak album.
You
is
is
the reason-
tripping.
The Heartbreak album is the reason for Boyz II Men.
I'm a huge indie fan.
No, you're not.
The best,
No, you're not.
Indie
Because you
inspired
can
a generation.
you cannot sit here stand 10 toes down and say they haven't had no albums.
better than
Yes.
Education.
Yes.
Name it. Name it.
Heartbreak.
He just
It's
gave
not
you
better
one.
Than the
Heart-
Miseducation
It
of Lauryn
inspired
Hill.
more people. Heartbreak inspired people. Johnny Gill, the whole adult New Edition.
I love New Edition.
No, you
Like,
don't.
It created Boyz
You
II Men.
keep screaming, I don't.
No, you don't.
know
Because
what
you
I-
tried. You
I'm
tried it.
Mr.
You tried.
Candy
You
Girl
talking.
and
Listen, you talking
Mr.
about.
The telephone.
Man,
You're talking
all
right,
this stuff.
but
New
you're
Edition is the
Damn,
most
I'm lost in
influential
love.
R&B group.
Like,
But you're
stop
talking
it.
about somebody that had one album. Everybody else that been listed has at least 10. And every albums that they done put out got some type of classic on there. And she only has one.
Now I agree
album with a bunch of classics on this
And,
one album.
and everybody else, I'm sure if we did some research, everybody else that they named, Sade, she got classic albums out the ass. So what I'm saying, how was y'all sitting here low in the bar when you got somebody that put body of work year after year, timeless music? This lady, where she done a great job, one fucking album. Like, come on.
Now I agree Lauryn Hill is overrated. But you know, if it's a certain amount,
She ain't better than Sade?
well,
No.
what are we talking? Because Sade can't rap.
She, as far as music.
I ain't never heard of Sade punchline.
No, she ain't. Sade is not. She's not a hip. She's not. No, she as far as singing.
Well, as far as singing, well, I don't know. I've never heard Sade really belt.
You never heard. So you never heard of Sade music?
I've
Her
heard
album
Sade's out. No, I'm talking.
or live singing.
Here we tell you you're not a fan. Here
You ain't a real fan.
I'm talking about. I've never heard her do runs. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard her do that. Sade is an emotionless singer, but I like her music, but that's kind of her
Okay,
voice.
so
She's
you
monotone.
might need to go back and listen to her.
I've listened to
her
Sade's
live.
discography. I've
Still hear
listened
her
to
playing
it.
in my head right
I
now.
like Sade's music. She's an emotionless singer.
Listen,
You don't know about Sade like I don't.
listen.
know about
You
New
don't
Edition. I mean, it is
exactly.
what it is.
No, I'm not
Lauryn
saying
Hill.
she can't
Lauryn
sing.
Hill is not fucking with Sade. Sorry, I'm gonna stand on that. Lauryn Hill is not fucking with
Stand on
Sade.
a lot of stuff. But
You got that right, because Sade got the discography to back up what the fuck I'm
She has
saying.
a better discography than Lauryn Hill. I'll give
Lauryn
Sade
Hill,
that.
everybody else got a better discography than Lauryn Hill. Everybody else, Mariah Carey,
Yeah,
she does.
definitely.
What?
To be honest, Mariah Carey should
Like
have been
I'm
the
not, I'm
headliner.
talking about you got big dogs. I mean Luther Vandross. You got big dogs up in here. She got one album. Like, come on. That's that's disrespecting them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still feel Lauryn Hill.
And every last one of them, I ain't mean cut you off. Every last one of them had a grip on the culture.
Yeah, but Lauryn Hill, stats-wise, meets the requirements to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I feel like she's like Tracy McGrady. She got in off the potential she showed. I think she's hip-hop's Tracy McGrady. She had all the talent in the world, didn't really live up to it, but, you know, the little bit she produced was memorable. You know, I think Lauryn Hill is a lazy artist, to be perfectly honest. I think she can't recapture the magic from her album. That's why she hasn't tried to again. I feel like all those lawsuits that happened after her solo album was released deterred her from doing it again.
So don't that disqualify? Isn't that like how you said Lamar Odom was taking drugs and that derailed his potential? This is, you just said she was being lazy with it. Doesn't that disqualify her?
No, because Lamar Odom, she
still had the
She-
stats.
hold
she
on.
accomplished more in music than what Lamar did.
He got a chip and a
chip
Man of the Year award.
What you
as a
think a diamond
six-man.
album is?
Most-
A diamond album
okay,
is
then.
a
So
chip.
he did. So
No,
what I'm
a
saying,
platinum album is like a chip.
So what's a diamond album?
A diamond album,
that's
yeah.
like a,
That's
like
how
a
it's how y'all
three-peat.
doing playoffs and chips.
A diamond album ain't
That's three-peat.
That ain't
okay.
normal.
So
that's a
again,
three-peat.
but she didn't reach. According to you, she didn't reach her potential.
She never, no. Well, I mean, she reached her potential. She never maintained it.
So just like Lamar Odom, he reached his potential. He didn't maintain.
Oh no, I wasn't here
He
for that.
didn't maintain.
Oh
it.
yeah, I don't want to backtrack. I don't want to backtrack, but I just want to
But
say
you are.
definitely.
He won a chip,
Definitely
and a 6 Man a Year award.
Definitely
He
did not
didn't
go.
maintain it.
He definitely was not up to par like he should or could have been.
Yeah.
Lamar Odom was a freak.
He was part
he was
of
the
the chip. He was part of.
you
the
got to think
chip.
about it like
He
this.
was
When,
part of
when
the
you talk about Lamar
championship.
Odom, how people talked about Victor Wembanyama, how people talked about Zion Williamson. He was one of those freaks of nature from way back in the
Yeah,
day that
he
was
was.
left-handed and still decided,
He made Rhode Island a school, and nobody even heard
Dude,
of Rhode
now-
Island before.
hey,
right.
they long ass, what was it, like 6'11" came out with the powder blue. I was like, yo, this dude is and all they would talk about was this nigga from New York.
Island Ranch.
That's all they would talk about. This nigga, oh, it's this tall nigga named Lamar, man. He ball, he tall, he lanky, man. This nigga nice, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Lil Durk is in the news. Looks like his trial got postponed again till August, but there was a major revelation in Durk's trial. So for those unaware, Durk was charged in 2024 October with a plot to take out rival rapper Quando Rondo, resulting in a 2022 Los Angeles shooting by others that left another man dead.
Quando Rondo's cousin.
Yeah. And it looks like basically Durk is denying those allegations and has pled not guilty. So he has 3 co-defendants who have been pushing back. And basically overall from all of this, it looks like they are going to allow the use of rap lyrics as evidence in criminal cases.
Wow, that's crazy.
Of course they are.
Cooked.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Not necessarily.
Cooked.
With critics arguing that there are critics arguing that it threatens free speech and injects a racial bias into the legal proceedings.
Does.
Several states have banned or limited this practice for local prosecutions,
In
but
Florida, so
yeah, it's still legal in federal court where Durk is being tried.
Your boy
So,
cooked.
Not necessarily.
yeah, it's kind of a rap on Durk.
You said not necessarily. If they,
I'm not saying he's cooked, but if you're going off of lyrics alone, yeah, he's going to be in trouble.
look, when they get to play, hit press play.
Okay,
As soon as they
fine.
press
You
play,
can-
it's
you can press play. He can sit here and say, "I was saying that in third person."
Mm-hmm.
You can't prove that. You got to prove. Only way you can prove that if his ass was there, or you got some type of digital linking him that's saying something or giving some type of orders. You just can't sit here and just rely on lyrics, because that, even if he was convicted, it's gonna get overturned in appeals.
Yeah, so it looks like Durk's allegations are that he offered members of his OTF crew, or only the family crew, to carry out the 2022 attack, which left Quando Rondo unscathed, but saw his friend killed in the crossfire. So prosecutors claim that Durk's OTF was not merely a group of Chicago rappers, but a hybrid organization that functioned as a criminal gang to carry out violent acts at the discretion of Durk. So Durk was kind of like the leader, they're saying, who was the one calling the shots, the boss man, the kingpin. And they're also saying prosecutors say he ordered the shooting in retaliation for the 2020 killing of King Von, who was Durk's close friend and frequent collaborator. So this is kind of retaliation for that. So in a way, Durk is kind of being a good friend. If he's orchestrated all this as a revenge plot to get back for you taking the life of his friends. So it looks like earlier this month, the judge ruled the prosecutors can't introduce those lyrics from his songs as evidence, namely his track Nardo Wick, with Nardo Wick. Yeah, called Who Wants Smoke. Yeah, now this peaked at number 5 on the Billboard's hip hop songs chart in 2021. And Aha, which hit number 4 in 2022. The judge said those lyrics to those tracks were relevant to whether Durk ordered the hit as payback for King Von.
That shit's still corny.
It is corny.
Yeah.
It's corny as hell. But I don't like your odds when you're going into it like that, though.
Yeah.
I don't like
He
your
got
odds.
money. As long as you got bread, you got resources.
Look, you said the same
Young
thing about
fella.
Puffy, and Puffy still
said this
up.
nigga wasn't supposed to be doing
You
no time.
said he'd be home by the holidays. Boy, quit with this.
That's
He got
before.
money
That's
shit.
before the nigga went on a regime
It
hunt
doesn't
chain.
matter.
It does matter.
Didn't they catch
It
Diddy
does.
with a cell phone in his cell?
I
don't know.
don't know nothing about
I ain't
that.
heard
But
that.
I'm just saying, like, I don't really like Durk chances. I didn't like him from the beginning. I really don't like him now.
Just like y'all
I
said,
think
Diddy was gonna get life.
Nobody
Who
said he was getting life. We
just
said he was
behind.
going to jail.
That's all
We already said
you said he was
going to
walk
prison.
scot free. He's
Yeah.
going to already
What the
be
fuck
out.
I said?
Trump,
Yeah, I know what I
Trump
said.
gonna get him
Yeah,
out
I
and
know
all
what I
types of
said.
shit.
Yeah,
We said he was going to prison, and
Yeah.
he is.
And these holidays been passed.
But
Okay.
I don't like Durk. I don't like how they're
don't
trying
like
to set.
Durk?
No, I don't like how they're trying to set Durk up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like how this is going.
Yeah, this is a real bad look for Durk. But more importantly, I tell rappers all the time, man, if you're going to do crimes, leave them out of your rhymes. I understand embellishing and making stories and all that. But, yeah, if this is setting a new precedent where they're going to use your lyrics against you, you need to think twice about what you put on the paper and what you spit in the booth because it could be used to convict you.
I just think the prosecutors are being extremely lazy, personally.
I do, too.
I really just think these prosecutors, they're throwing shit at the wall,
And
seeing
whatever
what
sticks.
sticks, and we're going to go with that. But this is just as lazy as you could be.
Yeah. So a lot of people are just saying this is
Because think about
low-hanging
how
fruit.
many drill rappers, trap rappers,
That if you were
certified
gonna-
gangsters.
If you were going to go after them just off of lyrics alone, how many
Like,
yeah, I don't like
that's
that.
ass, yo.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
you
like
got
that.
you are just as lazy as you could possibly be if you get a conviction off of this.
freedom of speech is
It's only for
kinda-
movies.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
only
say
for the movies.
it's kind of like really infringing on freedom of speech.
Yeah, so this is an unfortunate situation for Durk, and then more importantly, like I said, it's going to set a precedent. So I would strongly recommend if you are out here penning lyrics to kind of
Repin them.
repin them.
Repin them.
I would if you did the crime, leave some of the evidence out the lyrics.
Repin them.
Yeah, we don't need to see that. Okay, let's go ahead and move along because Instagram model Ayisha Diaz has been trending this week for her demands that she's having for potential suitors in the dating world.
What do you expect on a monthly basis from financially?
From him?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm spoiled.
No, as soon as they said a sport, it's gonna be a ticket. Go ahead.
What's that mean? Just
What's that range?
I need you to be able to keep up with my lifestyle if you want to be with me.
what does that mean? Financially, what does that mean though? What does that mean? What does that mean on a monthly? What does that mean? Roughly.
Numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 45, 50.
$50,000 a month. So you need $50,000 a month.
What is true? I can give you the paperwork right now.
No,
Listen,
no, I'm not saying that you're not getting it.
Right.
But hold on, you got a contract?
listen,
You sign contract? They sign contracts?
But listen, but if you allow me, let's say my partner doesn't allow me to work, I am going to look at you and say, are you paying all my bills? Because in order for me to sit down, somebody have to pay all my bills. And not just my bills. I need extra money because you can't give me my bill money and then I'm left with nothing.
Yeah,
I need money to save too.
You're flat. Yep.
And that's honestly, that's what really becomes expensive because my bills alone are already really high.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit more, not just for hair, nails and stuff, but I need a little bit more because I need to be able to save and I need a backup. Because after we break up or anything happens in between me and you, I need security. And so I can find not another job, but you know what I mean? So I can get back into what I used to do before.
So that was Ayisha Diaz.
Sound about stupid.
Ayisha
She
Diaz.
capping.
Oh, that's super cap. I don't believe that.
Ain't nobody giving that broad no 50 bands a month.
She said, and in case we break up,
I need backup.
I need help getting back on my feet.
Why are you stupid? And if you did have a simp ass Negro to do that, right? You supposed to be straight.
Yeah, I don't understand.
She broke. She lying.
if you got that type of money, ain't no way I'm worried about you. Like, nah, like she said 50,000 a month.
She lying.
That's just for her.
No. From my understanding, I think she was saying as a man, you need to make 45 to 50K a month if you want to be with her. I hope that's what she's saying.
No, she said
As far as the way she worded it, that is not what she said.
She said she was getting that.
She needs that.
That's what you supposed to be dropping on her. And if you ask her,
Because she has bills to maintain and all that.
And if you ask her if she not to work, then not only you got to pay the bills, you got to make sure go beyond and hair and nails done. She needs spending money. She need backup money.
I just hope
all
our
that
young
shit.
ladies aren't listening to this.
Oh yeah, somebody
Like,
listen to that shit.
And thinking it's the norm.
And-
Now they're listening. I just hope they don't think this is normal.
And every week, every other week, it's another young lady making a statement that's just
you know what I want to say, and I don't want to be no asshole.
You got some old ladies making some.
How much money is your
shit.
daddy making? How much money is your mama making?
None of that. Probably neither one.
Well, and I'm not saying
Poor
that
as
to be,
hell.
well, I'm not. I just want people to put things into perspective.
Fantasizing.
Do you know what type of money that is?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, how much money is your parent making?
Look, she's fantasized that. She's never seen that shit.
40, 50,000 is probably
That's an annual salary
of a regular purse.
A month? No, that's a millionaire. That's a rich motherfucker.
What I'm saying
you're
is,
right.
Yeah,
she said a month.
What we're saying is 40 or 50,000
That
is
is
what
an annual salary, and that's
I get
still
what you
like
said.
in the
Hell,
median
regular niggas
area.
they
That's
get-
still on the low end for the most
Exactly.
part. That's not a high income earner.
I feel what you said, but when she said 50,000 a month, that means you messing with millionaires. Ain't
She
no
said for her.
Exactly. You ain't nobody giving her no 50 bands a month. She don't even look like she worth 50 bands a month. Like, come on.
Now, Bow Wow actually responded to the post. He said he
Winner.
smashed for free.
He's a winner.
Yeah.
You got to bring these chicks back to reality sometime, man. I don't ever like to say that, but that is just.
You 100%.
I think she's just capping.
She was,
I hope
but,
so.
but you had the podcaster
Then you got
sitting
all
there
these people
gassing
out
her
here
ass up.
listening to this.
Right,
think-
but you got the host of the podcast gassing up like, yeah, you know,
They
you
weren't
right.
gassing.
You right.
No, he would ask me a question.
If you listen to what he said,
He said, what does a man need to make
I
throw a
think
solid
he was
number?
more so. What he was doing was
playing
like,
it off. Like, you know, like, are you
a tone was like, are you being for real?
No, I
Do
ain't.
they have, you have them sign
I know
paperwork?
when she was like, "Yo, when
Are
I
you
need right," when she's like, you know, when I need when you pay my bills, my nails stuff, I need money for backup. He like, yeah, you know, you need backup money. He was co-signing that shit. He was egging her ass on.
He was trolling.
He was egging her. I don't give a fuck, trolling whatever. He was egging her on. So that's what she kept saying. Some hellacious ass shit.
Yeah.
Look, we as single men, as a single man,
I am not.
I know
Thank
he's
God.
not a single man.
Thank God.
I know Hassan. I don't know. I can't speak.
What? I'm single, nigga.
Okay, as single men. Yeah,
it's y'all world.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I ain't doing
I
that.
gotta let that one go. That's for
50 bands a month, nigga.
I gotta
what?
let that one pass.
Even if
me
I
by.
had it, you still wouldn't get that shit.
I gotta let that one go.
Yeah.
I'm still calculating. Like I'm still calculating.
That's over
No,
$1
I know,
million,
but I'm just saying.
bro.
I'm just
That's over $1
calculating.
million.
You know how your brain be like, you want what? The majority of the population of the world is not even. You got the.
And
okay,
you want
cool.
me to put that on you?
And I bet you. I bet you already been ran through.
She has.
I'm just saying in general, but you know, see, and, hey,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't even want to bring this man's
50
name back up.
Hey, 50,000.
Where's Kevin Samuels when you need him?
Yeah, I know. 50,
Kevin Samuels already told us about.
He told us about it.
Where's Kevin Samuels when you need
If
him?
she was asking 50,000 a month, that's 600,000 a year.
Probably laughing.
Like this is if
600,000 a year.
The future generation is in trouble. Like
but you got some old heads out here co-signing that shit. When you got chicks like Melissa Ford and motherfucking what's the deep throat chick? What's the name?
Karen Stefford.
Yeah. When you got them out here, they pretty much co-sign the shit. Cause listen to some of the podcasts they was on.
Oh, their best days are over.
But they still, I get what you're saying, but listen though, but when you just talking about you hoping that they're not following that, you got young broads doing it. Now you got old heads that been in the game that somehow benefit from it. You got that conundrum right there. Yeah, you got a wall of motherfuckers listen to that shit.
Yeah. Now, me personally, I think it's a bad look when women put numbers like that out there just because you're going to want some D, and the dude dicking you down is probably not going to be having that money.
Hell no.
So now you've done yourself a disservice and ruined your brand.
You've already limited everything.
Looking crazy.
Yeah.
And then when a nigga do get to you, he going to dog your ass out.
Yeah, that's true too. And yeah, definitely, she does not look worth that level of money.
She don't even look like she worth 50.
She a cute girl, but she ain't cold like that.
What?
A lot of these chicks be overvaluing themselves, and it's sad to see. Well, it's good.
No,
to
you're
see
supposed to put value on.
Yeah, put value on yourself. If you haven't seen that money on your own, don't even ask me for it.
You're pricing yourself out
the
though.
game.
You're pricing yourself out on some good guys out here.
No,
they ain't looking at that shit. They ain't looking at that shit.
You remember what they used to say? Pay like you weigh.
Pay like you weigh.
You gotta pay like you weigh.
She don't weigh no 50,000.
Hell no.
She
She don't weigh no 50,000.
600. That's 600,000 a year.
Women do themselves a disservice doing this sucker shit because it's like, yeah, you seem cuter when you were more attainable.
But no, it just gives off
It's mindset.
gold digger.
Yeah, once you
gives off gold digger. Like,
yeah, but she never seen that type of bread.
But
you saw what Bow Wow say. I hit it for free.
I'm not going to be interested in you because you've made this statement. I already.
Oh,
know
it's
what
gonna
you're
be
looking
some
at.
niggas gonna be interested.
I mean,
yeah,
there's always.
it's gonna be mad niggas interested.
gonna
Now,
be-
as far as are they gonna fit that standard? That
Oh,
shit
they ain't gonna fit that standard.
Like
Fuck
I said,
no.
there's
never
always that
do.
one
They
guy.
gonna pump her head up like they do fit that standard.
There's
they gonna
always
trick
that
her
one
ass.
guy who's been at one of those events at the end of the night that's going to love that woman. It's
Let's
always
be real.
out.
She's probably an escort, so she's getting that money through sex either way. Shout out to her though. I mean, if you put that out there and meet somebody who actually does it, I can't.
Big ups to you.
Yeah, handle your business.
Yeah, big ups to you, but I mean, yeah, to me that's sucker shit. So, good luck to Ayisha Diaz.
Helps yourself.
Yeah, may you find what you want.
Yeah, she getting more than a damn wife.
And don't end up like Vivica. God damn it. All right, let's go ahead and move on because there was another topic I wanted to discuss with J. Cole being in the news. J. Cole's Honda Civic apparently broke down in Arizona. And I think it's ridiculous to try and push that bitch through the Mojave Desert. But J. Cole, he's going to do his thing.
Right.
This led to Joe Budden throwing a little bit of shade towards J. Cole, where he said he was glad his Honda Civic broke down. And he does not like J. Cole faking the funk on this modest.
Too humble.
Hell yeah. And that led to a fallout.
So Joe Budden went on his podcast and said he's glad that J. Cole's Honda Civic broke down on him. Apparently, J. Cole, this superstar entertainer, has been driving an old Honda Civic. And Joe Budden said he's glad that the Honda Civic broke down because he sees it as performative from J. Cole. It's fake humble. It's what Joe Budden said J. Cole was doing by still driving a Honda Civic despite the fact that he's probably worth millions of dollars. Why is promoting a lifestyle of non-excess, why is that a problem? So J. Cole, even if it was performative humility, it's still helps promote a level of frugality that you should have with your money and your wealth.
Right.
Yeah,
he's 100,000% right. Like, and that's where a lot of athletes and stuff get it misconstrued. Like they want to live this glamorous life, but that glamorous life doesn't last forever. You have to have the money to match this glamorous life. That's why we see so many athletes going bankrupt and things of that nature.
But it's not even that. Why do you have to live a glamorous life? Why can't you just be financially, you know what I mean?
Man, listen. You say why? Yeah,
Like,
of course. I'm
Okay,
I
so now
because financial literacy doesn't make it a long way. But why does everybody who makes it, not even necessarily big, but if you make it, you don't necessarily have to just start throwing your money around?
I mean, first of all, when you get to that, reach the pinnacle of your goals and dreams and get there, yes, you're gonna fucking splurge. Why? All the blood, sweat, and tears, money that was poured into you to get there. Now, granted, not saying that you're supposed to blow your shit to where you ain't got shit. You feel what I'm saying? But we all do know that a lot of people that come in thrust into a lot of money like that isn't financial literacy. So that is a fact. Now, some of them do have strong teams around them to make sure that they're taking something out and investing it. So if they know for a fact that they got money that's being taken out, investing like Allen Iverson, you feel what I'm saying? They gonna blow it.
How did Joe want him to get around?
Well, what Joe was saying was the Honda Civic is ridiculous. We know you got money. We know you have access to cars.
Aren't you isn't that you being in another grown man's pockets?
No, he's not. He's not doing that. He's just saying.
Aren't you being in another grown man pocket?
That's not necessarily true because
aren't you being in another grown man pocket?
No, it's not, because if you are a star in the hip hop industry, but you're trying to say I'm driving a Honda Accord, you are portraying a facade.
To who?
To everybody that's worth listening to you.
What?
You rich nigga, and you talking about everybody knows he doesn't ride around in a Honda Civic every fucking day.
I don't know that,
bro. Come on, man. You know, as much as he pop out, anybody would see his
showed
ass.
In that video
the nigga
before
fucking
the album
6'6".
dropped that he was what car was he washing at the car wash in Fayetteville?
The
that
Sprinter.
That wasn't no normal Honda Civic,
right?
So that's his normal everyday getting around car.
We don't know that. That could be the car that he just breaks out, my Sunday car.
That nigga don't drive around no Honda. He keep it.
He does not drive around.
He does not drive around that Honda Civic.
People in Fayetteville would have said
right, exactly. He keeps the car as a.
Even if he did, what's the problem?
The point is, it's not a problem. I mean, it's not a problem. What he's saying is, be real, be true to what you are. You have means. Just like y'all just sat right here and said, talking about old boy last week, you got means to certain things. This man got it. You're not driving around in a Honda Civic. That's what he's saying.
Isn't this the same whip that they say he was trying to push around when he first got started or whatever?
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be a nostalgic type of feeling.
Yeah, that's why he refurbished it.
Yeah, so what the fuck is the issue?
It's not an issue, but what he's saying is,
and he is pocket watching.
Okay, well,
he definitely
you're rich,
pocket-watching.
nigga. You ain't riding around in no Honda Civic. That's all he's saying.
If that's how I want to ride, that's how I want to ride. And
because you don't know what amenities he's done to that Honda.
Again, he's not
that
saying
thing could be tricked out.
If that's what you want to ride, do it. What he's saying is, you doing this cross country tour, and you're portraying to your fans and people who doesn't know you, but are getting to know you that, yo, this how humble I am. I ride around in a Honda Civic. And what he said is, nigga, no, you don't. That Honda Civic is on your property. You kept it as a reminder, but you're not riding around that bitch every goddamn day. That's all he's saying.
Yeah, so Buttons is basically saying this is just a marketing tactic. And
That's it.
You're being fake modest. This isn't the real you. You know, that's basically what Button's argument is. That's why he celebrated when the car got screwed up.
But Cole made a damn video out of that shit too.
I don't see Cole like Cole seems like a modest, humble guy. Like he doesn't seem like
that's why he did this. but that's why he's getting called out for it. Now, my thing was this: when this originally happened,
That don't make sense.
no, that's why Buttons is calling
no
him out.
sense.
Actually, it does.
Well, what I was saying is when the actual Civic broke down.
So because he's not living how y'all want him to live.
Correct.
Okay.
So what I was saying is when the Honda Civic originally broke down, I was saying it was a ploy by Cole. Like he pushed this gimmick as far as he wanted. He wanted to upgrade his car. Because my thing was, he said he replaced the engine in the Honda Civic. So this was a brand new engine that was supposedly in this car going up and down the road. Now, my thing is, if it's a new engine, why did it crap out right there? I mean, from my understanding, was the whole car refurbished or was there issues related to more than the engine? My thing was, I think he was just faking the funk.
It wouldn't be the first time I heard of somebody getting the engine and that the engine that they got went bad.
But he just replaced it. It's a brand new engine.
This would not be the first time I've heard of somebody replacing an engine and their replacement gives out. It wouldn't
Two
be
things can be true, but I don't think that mechanic that fixing that damn car is gonna fuck up neither. He gonna make sure that shit done. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah, and I think he's fully capable of riding it, but he said he decided to use the Sprinter van after that. So now he's using the Sprinter van instead of the Honda Civic. So I think that may come with the fake humble. Like he wanted to upgrade his car, but he had to probably put a story behind it to make it seem justified. That could be a possibility as well. That's what I was saying.
I mean, he made a video of it.
Yeah, he made a music video at the mechanic spot.
At the mechanic shop. So
I don't know if he's really like something really happened to the car, or maybe this is part of the act.
You can't have money and be humble. People,
nobody said you can't have money and be humble.
You can't. You really can't.
Right. It's hard to, really.
I mean, after a while, it becomes a mockery.
You're going to have a new car.
Not saying in the role of J. Cole, but, sometimes when you try to flex like you're broke, it's kind of a mockery to people that really are.
People that's struggling.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
nigga,
not saying this in the
nigga,
case
you
of
ain't fucking broke, nigga. You know you got money.
That's how my dad told me to get,
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
That's how my dad taught me.
Not
you
what
don't
I'm
ever,
saying. See, again,
you don't ever show people you got money. Why are you showing people you got money?
You can show people that you got money by listen to what I'm about to say before you say no, you don't. What I'm saying is the car. What the year was the car?
I don't
know. Like an 89. We're gonna say 89 something. 90.
It wasn't 89.
Like 90. 90s. Somewhere in the 90s. This is 2026. You can have a 2020 Honda Accord and still be modest. That's all what he's saying. You got a car that's over 30 years old, trying to be humble. You can still be humble with a brand new car.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. You can be humble, but
never show a man your money. I don't know what you're talking.
He's not showing nobody. How you showing somebody with a brand new Honda Accord?
Yeah. Well, my thing is,
I know a lot of millionaires that got Honda Accords and basic right.
Exactly.
So if what I just said was he has
don't need to show everybody.
He has a. You're missing the point. You got a car that's 30 plus years old. You could have still got your message across and be like, I got a brand new car, Honda Accord, not no 30-year-old car, because then, like he said, some people would take like, nigga, you got money.
That wasn't the message I was trying to get across.
He still can be humble. That's what I'm not saying.
But that's the whole thing. That wasn't the message he was trying to get across. The message he was trying to get off is that I'm still the same guy who was driving around in whatever year a Honda Civic it is. That's the message he was trying to get across.
Which he's not driving around with. It wasn't the message I'm trying
to get across that I've come up. No, that's not the message I'm trying to get across. I'm still the same guy who drove this same car.
And
that was the message.
And Budden saying you're not driving that car around right now. You're not driving that car right now. That car is on your property, chilling. You're using it as a prop to just push your music. But you're not driving that car as of now. That's what he's saying.
That is true. Well, he's not using it.
Yeah, that shit broke.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with Buttons. I do think that's a little bit haterish the way he was saying it. But, You know, I kind of feel what Cole's gimmick is, but I looked at it as marketing. I figured
all I looked at as marketing too.
After a couple months, that Honda Civic's probably going to be given away to somebody who needs it.
A fan,
a super fan or some crazy shit like that, and Cole will be back in his normal 6-figure mobile. Driving all up and down the streets of Fayetteville, trying his best not to draw attention to himself in Fayetteville.
Nigga tall as hell.
6-figure car and a 6'4" nigga popping out there. Humble.
You 6'4" in a Honda Accord. That shit small as hell, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. All I know is this: I can't be. I'm not gonna be the nigga advertising what type of money I got because I don't believe in being flashy. But yeah, there's no way you're not gonna know I don't have money. There's gonna be certain signs. I'm gonna have
if
nice
niggas saying you the GOAT,
designer gear,
you doing your thing in the rap game, nigga. You got
I don't
money.
even care what my standing is in the rap game. If I got some paper, some real paper, goddammit, I'm gonna get everything I've ever wanted.
I was taught, don't you ain't got to show another man.
I don't show.
He ain't got to, but listen to some of the people that was up under him, like Jeb and the rest of them under his label, when they saying the money that he got for him to get him out of their deals and shit. You feel what I'm saying? That lets you know the clout and the bread that he got his people that.
So he's using his money for good.
Yeah.
For bigger things, money. For bigger things than riding around in a fucking Suburban or whatever.
I'm not questioning that. I'm just playing devil's advocate with Joe Budden saying. He said, nigga, you ain't riding around that car.
He's saying, okay.
That's it.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on because Diddy's name was in the news lately. Diddy is possible. Well, no, this is not related to him going to jail. This is related to another nigga going to jail.
Did them Eagles win the playoff?
Keefe D. So yeah, Diddy might be expected to be a character witness at the Tupac trial. And he might be asked to be a witness and go on the stand to defend the character of Keefe D, the alleged
gang.
Yeah, well, the man allegedly charged right now with Tupac's murder. So that's what's popping with Diddy.
He's pleading the fifth.
He's pleading the fifth?
Yeah, he gonna plead the fifth.
Oh yeah, Diddy got to. Now, from my understanding, does Diddy have to participate?
No, I don't think so. He's not being subpoenaed.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see because, you know, I'm curious to know what's going to happen with Diddy. And Nothing? You think he's still going to be in jail?
I mean, he might. Shit. I mean, right now, what's going on? Yeah, he got to because, you know, motherfuckers fighting for political power and shit right now. So
political power.
Yeah. So
what? Diddy's running for office?
No. He's low fruit. He's low fruit on the totem pole right now. So they ain't thinking about his ass.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So basically, I was reading that Keefe D wants Diddy to come up as a character witness.
He ain't got to. You say, I ain't being part of that.
To basically defend him and say what kind of character
hell no
he is.
No, because if I do that, then that means you can say I had something to do with giving you money, asking you to protect us when that whole East-West bullshit. No, not getting involved. Sorry.
So I'm curious to see if Diddy can use this as leverage. Could he use this as a possible bargaining chip to get out of jail? Nah. It's not?
Nah.
I'm very disappointed to hear that.
Because, again, if you do that, then that means you tying yourself to Tupac's murder.
Yeah, that is true.
So, no, you're not going for that shit.
Yeah, but, I mean...
Yeah, you're gonna try and keep your distance as much as possible.
Hell yeah, because if he go, that means you had something Tupac murder, and everybody gonna say you had Biggie.
You already got to get out and try to get your face back right. You don't need nothing else to
waiting.
Yeah, like you don't need no more foolishness.
No, they ain't gonna wait. That's gonna supersede what you got going on right now.
You definitely don't want to get involved in this. Like I'm good.
No, because the only with Keefe D shit. Everybody that was involved, he's the only one that's alive. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the state versus whatever FBI wiretaps, whatever the case may be. Everybody that was involved in his case is dead. He's the only one that's alive.
Yeah, so they want Diddy to step up and deny past confessions, calling them lies for clout and cash. So basically, Keefe D saying he confessed to Tupac's murder, but he's saying that it was all bullshit, and he wants Diddy to come in and say that these allegations were bullshit.
Because it was said that Diddy paid him money to get Tupac. No, I'm not coming in saying shit.
Yeah, so this is all according to the New York Post. So yeah, they're trying to sit here and say,
black man, you're on your own.
Yeah. I don't know what to say at this one.
Look, man, I'm about to get go home. I ain't got time fucking with you, dog.
Yeah, and Diddy has repeatedly denied his involvement in Tupac's murder multiple times. But, yeah, this trial is set to begin on August 10th of this year. So,
hold on.
That's the same time as Durk.
I was going to say that. Yeah. Damn.
It's going to be a hot summer.
Boy, August going to be.
It's August? I think it's October.
No, August.
It's going to be a hot jail summer. Ooh. Not a hot girl
Not a
summer.
hot cocaine summer?
No. Cocaine summer. Yeah, that's Lamar Odom saying.
He don't do that no more.
That's going to be a French.
You said he don't do that no more.
They say he been 2 years clean.
Yeah. And Keefe D is charged with orchestrating the hit on Pac, not actually pulling the trigger.
More power to you, black man. But
yeah. So Keefe said if Diddy is a witness or makes a statement denying what he told cops, then that helps him hugely. So
this cat right here, boy. Yeah, tell me you ain't had to do it and put myself in the middle of your shit. Then I gotta explain all the other no, nigga, you stupid. Handle that.
Yeah, and so they're saying another factor in this case will be a jury trial, and there's suspicion that celebrities are often seen preferentially. So if Diddy backs up his story, it would help immensely. And this dude has long alleged that Combs once offered $1 million to have Tupac killed.
See what I'm saying?
A claim that has not been charged by prosecutors in Nevada. And Combs could contradict aspects of this statement. That's why they want Diddy to take the trial to kind of say that statement isn't true. And it looks like prosecutors are alleging that Keefe D was the shot caller who ordered Tupac's killing in retaliation after his nephew, Orlando Anderson, was involved in a fight with Shakur and Suge Knight at the casino before the shooting. So that's where all this stems from. And, yeah, he was arrested in 2023 in September and pled not guilty. So he's in a world of shit, and he's trying to use Diddy to take the heat off his ass and put it onto him. Pause. And there
you go.
Yeah, you're right. Diddy is not going to participate unless he's subpoenaed to testify. And Diddy might show up. He heard the word Pina, and he might be there with bells on.
There you go.
What? Like Pina. He's going to show up and be smiling and shit. He's even going to offer him cash to the lawyer. But let's go ahead and move on because Kevin Durant was in the news. Kevin Durant made some comments defending AAU basketball because there had been a lot of feedback about USA basketball not being played the right way. And this led KD to have some comments where he felt these shots were not only taken at basketball players in America, but particularly black Americans. And after this fallout, Stephen A., trying to get a plate back at the black barbecue, decided to defend KD.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you I'm 10 toes down on this with Kevin Durant. He's 1,000% right. Of the NBA's 75th anniversary team, ladies and gentlemen, 52 of them were black American players. So clearly, you have essentially, primarily, an African American sport. So when Kevin Durant opens his mouth and he says, wait a minute now, I know what y'all doing, this cold language, these cold words, and talking about us like this and pointing the finger at us. Wait a minute now. Is he lying? You know he's not. You know he's not. Black players like Magic Johnson, to Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and others. Black folks have been celebrated. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about when people take shots at USA Basketball. They're trying to take shots at African American players because they really, really don't. They're not comfortable. See, when you saw these European players, it's a lot of white European players. You want to see, if you're America, which is now 57% and dwindling, you want to see folks that look like you. That's what Kevin Durant is alluding to. We gonna sit here and deny that?
Yeah,
so that sniffing like
that. He might have been hanging with Lamar Odom.
That's what I kept getting from that clip is
why you sniffing?
Why he keep sniffing like
He has
this?
a cold.
That's what he told us.
I mean, he does travel back between Miami, Los Angeles to New York.
Los Angeles, Miami.
That sound like a Lamar Odom road trip right there.
This guy.
Okay.
Cocaine capital.
This cat right here.
Yeah. Even that sniffing pretty hard. But yeah, back to what Stephen A. said. Now, this is in reference to Kevin Durant's recent press conference where they alluded to whether they were going to play hard in the All-Star game. Originally, KD came out and said, why aren't you asking if Luka or any of the other Jokic.
Is they going to play hard?
Yeah, are they playing? Why are you asking us, the older black Americans, if they're going to play hard? So he's basically, Kevin Durant had in this press conference, he was asked directly about this. He said he doesn't like to talk around the USA versus European style of how you approach the game. And all he hears is AAU is destroying the game and that the Euros do it right while the Americans do it wrong. And KD said that's bullshit. And it was a shot at black Americans is what he felt. And he said, if France is coming for us, really, we smacked them boys, he said. So that was Kevin.
Which is true because they won a gold medal.
That is true. I like KD. I like older KD because he's like the villain. He's on some, I'm going to get up here and say what's really in my heart versus trying to smile and get along.
Hey, look. Side clip. You better get a clip what happened today when he played against Miami.
What happened?
Him and Tyler Hero's going back at it because Tyler Hero's like, why you keep coming for me? KD was like, because you can't play D. And Tyler Hero was like, well, I know about them burner counts. He's like, man, fuck you, bitch. I'm talking about they was right today in the game. It was Houston against Miami. So catch that clip. I saw that shit.
But I hear a lot about AAU basketball. Like,
they don't.
I'm in this circuit.
They don't do the traditional.
I know, and you have a lot more information on it, but I don't know how I feel about AAU anymore. Like before, it was dope, but now I don't.
Got some great leagues out
here.
It's
turned into a money grab.
It
is. You know what I'm saying? You've diluted the product because now some of these parents don't accept that your kid might not just be that great. You can't just take them off.
No, it's not that. It's not that. What happens, and I don't think I'm doing this, but I used to have hoop dreams. You think your kid is the best, but until you actually see your kid in action against some dogs, and I tell you this shit all the time. Until you actually see your kid in action against some other dogs, like real competition, you just have these
and that's what I'm saying
of grandeur about your
but
child.
You gotta go.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all were sitting here telling me no. I'm like, no. The thing is, when we were growing up, like you said, we all had dreams to go into the league. And like Budha said, when we actually got out there and played against some real ballers,
real ballers. I used to be nice, but there's some real niggas that were athletic and everything.
Understand.
Like not just nice, but they were phenomenal.
But
already.
your parents might not understand, but you understand that this dude in front of me,
so
is that true?
So in this case, right? He understands it because he says that. I didn't mean to point at you. He's saying that he knows when his sons play, and he knows what he instills in them. Until you know how skilled your sons are or your players are, they gotta go up against other players that's just as good, if not better. If not, you're gonna create a fake facade that you that shit. Until somebody knock you off, Who can tell you different?
This is the dilution of the game, though. So certain parents will see their kids not getting time and take them
and wonder
off.
why.
Because they're not that good.
But they don't know that.
I get what you're saying.
Parent don't see that. You
I
know
get
what
you're
I'm saying?
saying.
The kid knows it. The kid knows it. He knows. The parent is.
He
the
probably
one.
don't even know.
No, he knows.
No, the kid knows.
He knows.
I can if and I'm not gonna say no names, but if another kid is telling you that, yo, this kid is trash, the other kid already knows he's trash. Like I promise you, the kids know. The parents, oh no, my baby is so nice and they can do this, they can know how to shoot a ball and all that. And this nigga's like, let the game start, he's not getting off the bench. Watch.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
and they already know there's dynamics to everything.
So now you see why. I'm about to get ready to say why this is where the dilution of the damn game come in at, because now you got parents that's openly upset because their kids not getting in the game, and now we done changed the culture to where you gotta let them play. So now if you got, I feel what you saying, but if it was stuck like that. That's why you got a lot of parents.
What they're doing is they go make up a new team.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. They're making up.
That's where the dilution starts.
That's what I'm saying.
Instead of your child waiting his turn
or learning the game, or just accepted that he's not good,
or just accept. I won't even say they're not good.
Accept it.
But they're no. I don't want to say they're not good, because they're good. But the level at which they need to play at to compete, they aren't there. So I'm not going to say they're not good, because it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot to dribble, shoot, crossover, pass. It doesn't take a lot. But if you can't do it officially at a high clip, shit.
So now
you got to go back to the drawing board.
So
it's more
now
practice.
You're taking your child who is playing against the best, but you're like, well, he's not really playing, so I'm gonna take him somewhere else to play against a lesser
That's a waste of time.
when he was already playing with the competition. You're hindering the child. A lot of these parents,
you might not even be hindering.
That's why
you know what you're doing. You're giving this little.
Up.
You're giving them a reality check. You're not hindering anything. You're giving them a dose of reality.
They're not going to do that when
these
you
aren't
want a participation award.
But that's my point. Like
the whole
these kids that they compete against, these ain't your friends. These ain't your homies from your school or your neighborhood trying to have a good time. No, these niggas trying to BTA.
Of course, but when you got, like you said, delusional parents,
take the parents out of it. Take the parents out of it.
You can't take them out of it if they're putting the money into the shit.
And AAU has killed school ball.
You're setting up these kids.
I get what you're saying.
Like,
I understand what you're saying.
School ball still is important.
It is still as important.
School ball.
It still is important.
So what happens?
Remember how important school ball
You're right.
used to be.
But it's only
ball was
it's
important.
only 50. It's
if
right.
you
It's
played on the team at school.
It's only 15 people. That's it. But you probably got hella talent out there. The man probably did miss too many school
the nicest niggas never make the team.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So now this is where the loopholes come in at.
The nice ones never make the team. They can't maintain
come
grades.
in at to where the AAUs come out there. So the ones that don't make the team because of their attendance or their grade or they got in some trouble, you feel what I'm saying? You can get to showcase their talent.
AAU?
Yeah, what's your
shit about AAU? Why would I know
But you
about
got
AAU?
some nice ones out here when you got NBA players.
I just think it's too many leagues. Like it used to be, and I think about it like this. You remember when we used to go to with Dad to what was that? Myrtle Beach.
Mm-hmm. Oh, beach ball.
The classics.
Beach ball classic.
Like this is back when Christian Laettner,
Vince Carter,
Felipe Lopez,
Kevin Garnett.
The other big white boy that used to go to Duke after I forgot
Cherokee Park,
bro. AAU, like they used to have these classics, and you knew if it was a classic coming up, you knew what and who you were looking for.
Right.
Right now, the way this shit's set up, man. When I go to these AAU tournaments, dog, we'll go. I'll say somewhere like Rocky Mount. We go down here to this convention center. Convention center got about 25 fucking courts up there.
Whew.
That's a lot.
That's way too many.
You see what I'm saying? And this is all
25
all day affair.
Participation award.
Imagine how many kids. I'm not even talking about the supporters.
All you gotta do
Just
is
imagine the kids.
30 times.
You got each
25.
court. You got each court. Everybody's on each court. Just the kids. I'm not even talking about the supporters, the mom, the dad, the sisters, the brothers that have to come just because
750 players.
And the supporters are really just supporting that kid that they came to see. It's not like you're
750
because
players.
you don't know.
You're
But this is the other part. You don't know if this is one of those big tournaments.
You just got to see.
Correct, because once you're in an AAU league or a travel league or whatever, you really don't know unless because like even coming up now, because my youngest is going to be in a new one. Like we're not doing the regular ones what we did the last couple of years. We're doing a new one, so I'm excited to see this new schedule as far as where we traveling to this time. You know what I mean? I done been to Fayetteville, I done been to Winston-Salem, I done been to Greensboro, I done been to Charlotte, I done been to Rocky Mount. Like, dude, I've been damn near everywhere throughout this place getting buckets and watching kids get buckets. And this is why I keep telling y'all, a lot of these kids ain't ready. Even with my son, I tell him all the time, like, dude, you young, you small, you got to get, and he's done a good job of getting solid. Like push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, little shit like that. So now they can't just knock him off the ball.
Another thing that is just like, it's not the love of the game isn't there like that. Like when we were growing up.
Oh, yeah, they're all in video games.
Loved the game. Like we loved basketball. We ate, slept.
We had
walk
video
up and down the street dribbling the ball.
Like, we love this sport.
I mean, but also,
and they don't love it like that.
Also, you also got to look at it. Maybe some of them is not trying to be the next Michael Jordan. Maybe some of them is actually want to.
You shouldn't be competing in. You should be in AAU.
Wait a minute. They don't necessarily. They're using sport to get them to college. You feel what I'm saying?
Then it's not an AAU circuit you should be in.
I feel what you're saying. Hold on. Just follow
this
me
shit
right
is
quick.
expensive.
No.
I
get what
I don't mean to cut you off, but when I hear that, fuck no. Get in the books because
how many people are getting 3.8, 4.0 GPA? They got AP status and shit like that.
All my kids got 3.0 or better.
Listen,
yeah, but what he's saying,
but
what he's saying is, if you're going to get into AAU, your competitive level,
that's a whole different level of competition.
To be up there.
I get what you're saying. What I'm trying to say to you, gentlemen, is. Some is not looking to get, they just want their kid to get it. Hold on. They want their kid to get exposure. Any type of exposure to where it could probably get them to some type of college for them to pay for their college. And that's it.
Then they need to be trying to get on
the
school team.
Then you need that.
You only getting 15 people up there.
No. But that's the point.
And most of them won't probably make it.
But that's the point. Listen to what I'm saying. If you can't even make your high school team,
you only got 15, dog.
It doesn't matter. Listen,
it does matter.
No. What the fuck, no, nigga?
I get what you said. We just said there's some of the best people don't make the team because of technicality.
Listen, okay, so if you can't make a team in high school, how the fuck you think you're gonna make it in college? Because college has the same, if not more stricter requirements.
Because college, depending on, say if you're a high skill player, right? They'll probably make sure you go to a JC for probably 6 months to a year, just enough so you can qualify to get to their college. They're going to make sure, if you good enough, they're going to make sure they have a fucking tutor next to your ass so you can get there so you qualify. SAT, all that shit. I know this because I was playing football. I know this. And I know it hasn't changed that much.
You're telling me there's a school that's going to go out of their way to try.
No, ain't no try.
Spend all this money to help them get to that
school. It ain't no try.
Somebody else is already ready for that program. That's what you're telling me.
If you have exposure, if we sit here and agree that some of the best players don't make it on a high school team because of their grades, probably because they got in trouble and shit like that, right? AAU helped them to get exposure. So they probably can't go directly to college. They go to a junior college.
They're not going to make it in a D1 school is what I'm telling you. They're not disciplined enough.
I'm not saying it doesn't have to be a D1 school. You got, hold on. It's not, you know how many.
You can go JUCO.
You got,
that's what he's saying.
Right, but what I'm saying is you know how many leagues there are. You got know how many
like
schools.
Soccer.
Do you know how many schools in D1 there is? Outside of D1, you got D2. D3. So you got 3 different levels. That's a whole lot of players. You're just looking at 5.
You're just trying to get
that's it.
In the school.
That's it. That's it.
That's
it, nigga. We're gonna take whatever talent that you got to see if we can help you to get in school.
Somebody's school.
That's it.
You play Shaw, we don't care where you go.
You got 3 levels, nigga. Take your pick. If you can't D1, which is the highest level, and out of D1, you got over 1,000 colleges.
Speaking of which,
everybody ain't good.
And D1 is boy.
I just want to give a quick shout out to one of my kids' homies. They got an offer from NCCU.
Oh,
congratulations!
First D1 offer.
Nice.
Soon to be an Eagle.
To their homie around the corner.
Soon to be an Eagle. That's dope. That's dope. It's always good to hear kids.
Another one of my non-melanated kids doing it big.
Oh, he's white.
Yes.
See, and we were talking about
dude.
How HBCUs have changed. Like I tell you, it's
You
not
need a
the
kicker.
same. It's
You gotta
not-
have a kicker.
You
gotta have a kicker. Boy got a foot on him.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on from that because Lil Yachty was in the news this week for having some harsh words to say about old school hip hop.
Crazy. I remember in 2016, before I did my research, I didn't know this. If it was 2016 and I knew it was so much bullshit in the 90s, I'd be like, yo, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of weak ass shit going on out there. And just to be, as a matter of fact, actually, you know what's so crazy to me? I think about all the time, I always think about the first song in hip hop. I hope this don't frighten me. It probably will. And I always think about a hip, a hop, a hip. Rappers Delight. Up and the boom. Take a bang. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be thinking like, damn, bro, y'all be really acting like we just got down. Like we got down, just couldn't. Like we was the only niggas saying some shit that didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was hipping and hopping in. And I'm like, come on, bro, that shit was weak as hell, bro. Like, niggas be acting like, no, bro, come on. Yeah, I do shoot my brother to the store, and I went in the grocery store with it. Come on, bro. Y'all acting like that shit wasn't weak. That shit was dumb weak, bro. But niggas be acting like we was the only ones that made some crazy shit.
See, that's the problem I have.
He
with
is
it.
retarded as fuck.
But that's not it. That's the problem I have with the youth. See, the one thing about hip hop, the most beautiful thing about hip hop to me is the evolvement of hip hop.
Yeah, growth.
The growth of
maturity.
You know, that's the most beautiful thing about hip hop. Yeah, the first song was a hop, but it was about having fun.
Wait a minute. Did you hear what that nigga's his latest one that he got? He sound like
he did.
Yeah, he sound like
he should have been. He sound like he should have been out when they were out.
Exactly.
Like he hasn't evolved.
They Rapper Delight sound better than him.
But you know that's what and that's what these young kids don't understand is the growth and the involvement of hip hop.
What I took from it was these niggas is so simple, y'all.
They are.
And he came out with the critique. Yeah, he's doing all this hippie hobby. Then they went to his Leakers freestyle.
And he was doing,
and it was a hobby hippie.
A similar.
And
except Rapper Delight sound better, and you understand what they're saying.
Well, is that too? And it's like you've had all these years to hone a craft. Like you got to think about it like this. We're talking about a dude because he came out. Well, what freshman year was
2000?
Because it's been a while.
Yeah,
I've never been a Yachty fan.
No, I haven't.
But I like his production because he makes some slick beats.
He does.
He makes some slick beats.
I like the Minion trap.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like the rapper. Oh my God! Just it's okay. You don't have to pin anything.
And on top of that, that wasn't their job. I don't think. Like that was just the beginning of it. You're getting paid multi-million now for rap.
I think. Let me take it a step further too, though, because think about it. Like I said, he's talking about the original pioneers
of hip hop.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is 2026. Mm-hmm. Who has got cause the labels were on them. You need to come up with something. It needs to have something to sound like this, or
you couldn't even cuss or say anything derogatory.
So now, present day, Yachty, what's the issue? Why are you struggling? You got dictionaries out here. You got AI out here. You got
GPT.
You got all types of shit that you can
formulate
utilize.
A damn sentence.
But this is what. But how do you have the audacity to critique the pioneers like
that open the doors for you? That's the shit that be bugging me out.
Disrespectful
disrespect,
stuff
and see that's the problem is with the YNs now. I'm like, nigga, you are where you are because them OGs and them triple OGs.
Because they put their foot in the damn door.
They took them L's for your dumb ass to say, okay, I learned. I'm not gonna make that mistake.
Took them shell toes and them damn
big gold chains
and stuck they shit straight in the door for you.
So you can get your ass in.
Artists from other genres critique.
Not like hip hop, you don't.
No, because these young niggas think they.
But I don't pay attention to other genres like that either. Though
you don't hear genres like that. Not trying to come up in the genre.
Yeah, because you had
like that.
You had what was it? Backstreet Boys. Who they going? What's the other group?
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
That was
them niggas critiquing
98 Degrees.
Yeah, they were
contemporaries.
Huh?
They were all the same.
I get what you're saying, but they're critiquing each other's
and
music.
They were off from New Edition.
Yeah, did they critique New Edition? Did they critique the Jacksons?
They followed their formula. They never critiqued they if anything, they tried to be New Edition. They'll tell you that.
I get what you're saying.
They tried to be New Edition. Only hip hop, only our youth criticizes our elders
because
like that.
They're so fixated. And this is the reason why hip hop is weak, because they don't feel like they're too good to learn from the past. You feel what I'm saying? They're so fixated trying to get their own signature beat. Only a few of them can come out here and get their signature beat and do their thing, like Mike Will. Mike Will made it. Travis Scott, just to name the two, or Mustard. Them the only three like I can name off the top. But in this generation that they came out, they got their own signature beat to where you know it's them. So these YNs that coming in as producers / hip hop artists, they're fixated on getting their own signature sound. Where sometimes you can
do production.
Right, I get what you're saying, but if they did their actual history, how did a lot of the hip hop artists got their own sound? By sampling. They sample old other genre music, whether it's rock, whether it's R&B, jazz, and they made their sound off of it, and they capitalized it. These niggas don't really learn because they want to make their own sound.
Yeah, so personally, I think Yachty is wrong message, wrong messenger. I think you have to actually be dope to criticize the past, and I don't think Yachty is that, at least not on the mic.
I don't think anybody should criticize the past. I just
you can't.
Not the pioneers. Anyway.
I don't. Even if it's.
If anything, you just say thank you. Like, oh man, we came. You don't diss. You like, oh man, we done came a long way from that. Man, I appreciate what they did. You keep going.
And that's where the old guard sits with the newer. Like it's the disrespect all the time. How you talk about the people that we grew up idolizing. That bothers us. It's like you just say anything and it's wrong.
Shock value. No, it's not wrong. It's a shock value. I can't necessarily say they're wrong, but it's shock value.
It's wrong to be said. You shouldn't be saying it. It's
wrong if your stats doesn't match up to theirs or better.
Mm-hmm. Well,
fuck stats. Fuck stats.
That's where the
fuck
problem.
Stats.
And see,
not like no, not like I know what you're saying, but you're talking about to like accolades and awards and shit.
That
if you don't have if you don't have a major stake in the culture to where people took what you did and emulated and put their own spin on it to keep it going, why not?
The problem with today's music is, like you say, they want to throw stats on everything. But when we were growing up, we didn't know shits about stats. You know how you earned our respect?
Their stats is money.
We followed you because we thought you were dope.
You were dope.
We thought that you were dope.
Right.
We didn't care what you made on Billboard.
What you're wearing.
We didn't care if you.
Oh, you care what they was wearing.
We don't care what you got on the,
back then,
I did not. The top 50. We didn't care about
so
that.
So you ain't had no polka dot.
No.
You ain't had no patent leathers.
We judged you specifically off the music that you made.
You ain't never emulate Kwame and nothing like that.
The fuck?
You had a Gumby. You ain't had a Gumby.
I think Branson had a Gumby.
I had the Ronald Reagan. I didn't have
that's
the Gumby.
That's the Gumby, nigga.
I had a Ronald Reagan
with the step in it.
Yeah,
yeah, but that wasn't my thing. Like I see, so me. And this is why I'm always
had the hammer pants
with the rat tail.
No. I didn't.
The rat tail.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Rat Tail. I had the fucking Shag back in the day. All that shit.
And we're not going to sit here and clown.
No, it's not clowning. What I'm saying that's not clowning. What I'm saying is,
I had the rayon shirt. With
right.
The big ass
So what I'm saying, he
he
said we didn't care about the clothes.
No, I said I didn't. That nigga will tell you I didn't care about that. Only thing I wore, nigga, like,
I'm about to say, damn,
if
nigga,
anything, because so hip hop, it was a what? Lifestyle.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody I was listening to, what do you
battle
think
rap?
To? Oh, nah, not the battle. Remember, I'm a native tongue nigga, yo. I mean, I may seem like a gangster and all. Nah, I'm a native tongue nigga.
College shirt, some Timbs. That was a basic. That was
no. I'm not saying.
No. He's telling you, like,
I'm not saying that's. When I was saying, I wasn't saying you.
I would do some Clark.
I was just asking.
Some Wallabies. You know what I mean? I might get freaky with it. Do some Fat Farms.
Where Wallabies come from? Wu-Tang.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. But I wasn't into all the
Wu wear and shit like that.
I was just saying. What I was saying was,
but those
the culture.
No. But what I'm saying that is, I'm not necessarily looking to get fashion from it. What I hear, that's how I envision my hip hop. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing the baggy jeans. It's not because it's a hip hop thing. No. It's because it's a up north thing. It's a hip hop thing,
right?
You see what I'm saying? Like, even now, my jeans a little more,
got a little bit more room in them.
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight.
I hate that they be tapered at the bottom.
I lost a lot of weight, but I can't get the same good feel that I used to get back in the day because everything's on my calf or my ankle.
You can't put it over your shoe no more. Like, it gets like, tight at the bottom of your.
You can't cover your tongue on your shoe, or everything has to go on the inside. Like,
you remember the good old days when you pull the jean down and it covered a whole shoe.
Like, think about even these shits. Like, when the fuck did you start doing the long?
Everything is tapered. Everything is tapered.
Everything is different now. Everything is different now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I said, Lil Yachty, he shouldn't be talking because, when it comes to him, lyric wise, he's trash.
I fully agree.
Iced out medallions. Oh man.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on. There was a topic that I saw this week that's kind of been making Atlanta hot, and that was the Atlanta Hawks announcing they were going to have a Magic City night in March at their stadium. So that's kind of sparked outrage because a lot of people know Magic City is a strip club, and they are not too happy.
Is it about the wings?
They had kids there.
Yeah, and it's going to be a kids event, but I mean, it's going to be
about the wings.
There will be wings.
It has to be about the wings,
but not just that. I mean, and Magic City might, but it's a part of Atlanta. It's Atlanta.
You hear Atlanta, you think about
kids know about Magic City. They know about these big. That's the culture.
Yeah, but you know.
That's the city.
That's
the city.
Like,
you know, them good old white folks ain't trying to. They ain't trying to put that in.
And the white folks be up in there too.
I get what you're saying.
And one thing about Atlanta, ain't that many white people there like that.
Shit.
I mean, it's a good bit, but Atlanta is black too, though. Atlanta is black too.
But
it's slowly becoming not black.
It's probably gentrified. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's gentrified.
Oh yeah, because I heard about what they've been doing out there on P Street.
Yeah. Like those strip clubs, they're just part of the city. That's just what they are.
That's where tricking started from. The modern era of tricking. It started in Atlanta in those damn clubs.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Miami, we ain't going.
I don't think niggas could afford Miami. They can afford Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta.
They can afford. I don't think everybody could afford Miami. A lot of people could afford Atlanta,
especially back in those days.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, in the early 2000s, Atlanta.
Because the more I think about it now, it's like, what were we doing with all
the most? We were doing the most. We were doing the absolute most. Just thinking about some of the nights I've had in Atlanta is just one of the greatest. And you said you've never been to Atlanta.
Nope. Who hasn't?
Hassan, you scared?
Hell no, I ain't scared. I've been to Georgia. I've been in and around Georgia.
It's not the same.
I haven't been to Atlanta. I've never been to Magic City.
Look, the only other place I really want to go I've never been to is Cali.
If you ever
as far as domestically, like I think Cali, maybe Washington State.
If you ever get the chance, you got to go to.
Cali is probably the only other state that I really want to visit that I haven't been to.
Like Cali.
Have you been to Texas?
Yes.
Oh, well then just
Bruh,
think.
I love me some Houston. Houston was so dope.
It's as another Cali.
Yeah.
I don't believe that 1 second.
Well, as far as temp wise.
No, well, the thing I was going to say is there's humidity in Texas, so it's a little drier in California. Yeah, I was in. The last time I was in Cali, it was dead ass winter, and it was 72 degrees.
What part?
L.A.
I was in there during the summertime. That was Bakersfield. That bitch be like 99. About like 8, 9 o'clock. As soon as that motherfucking sun go down, probably about between 9 and 10. That's a fucking 30-degree drop. You had to put a fucking coat on. That's how cold it is.
The closest I got out there, we went to Vegas.
Love Vegas.
Oh man, fuck Vegas. Love Vegas. Nigga, that bitch was triple digits damn near all day long. Fuck Vegas.
I know. I love it.
Bro,
listen, I walk
the strip.
Yes, nigga.
Oh, yeah, I did
no,
that
nigga.
too.
Listen, you know what Planet 13 is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So look, look.
Something wild.
Look, I had put it in my GPS, right? So I saw that shit. I was like, oh, 6 minutes. I said, shit, we could walk.
Hard drive.
Look, I didn't catch. Listen, I missed it. Listen, I missed the shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I said 6 minutes. I said, oh shit, we can walk that shit. Look, I got the big ass, the big ass slushy drinks and shit. Drinking that shit. I'm fucked up. We walking.
How long?
I'm drenched, sweat.
How long?
No, listen, I'm probably like about 200-300 yards from the damn place. Literally. Look, the cab driver saw us walking and shit. He was like, yo, man, I'll give you a ride. I said, bro, we good. We almost there and shit like that.
How long was the walk?
Listen, I walked across town, dog. I was sweating like a buck. I was 300 yards from the motherfucking place. The cab driver gave us a free ride because it was 122 degrees on top of that.
Jesus.
But it wasn't hot. It was just the sun was intense, though. And I work outside, so I know the difference. I was like, it was all right. But I was sweating like a motherfucker.
Pat and Charlie, Whitley.
Yeah, you're right. It was crazy. I ain't gonna front. It was crazy. But I
Branson, you can look at it like this.
I misread it.
You do any gambling out there?
Yeah, I do so. I do so.
So
just a little bit.
That was my introduction.
I'm getting fucked up.
So,
that's what I'm doing.
That part. But so they take, you got niggas that are frequenters. Like I think that was my first time going when I went to that Mayweather shit.
I go on.
Yeah.
It's matter
of fact, shout out to DJ, man. Shout out to my nigga DJ and his wife Nakenya, because this around time for their anniversary, and they went out there. They go out there all the time and shit. But so when I went, dude, God, I just keep thinking about it.
It's best to go in the fall. But
when'd you go?
I've gone in the fall
every time, like winter for summer, spring.
Yeah,
family.
Okay.
I've done fall and summer. If you don't want to deal with the intense sun, go in the fall. But guess what? You're missing all the pool parties, all the clubs and shit banging during the summertime. That's the only thing. You feel what I'm saying? So you want to be outside, niggas outside during the summertime. But in the fall, I get you.
Cool. Well, y'all got any other topics to cover?
I'm looking at the weather this weekend.
Yay.
Tomorrow's going to be 50. Then after that's going to be
tomorrow probably been 70.
I do want to say something real quick, though.
Change that shit?
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
It's going to affect you a little bit, too.
Shoot.
Besides happy birthday to my cousin Marvin. Man, y'all pray for my sister-in-law, yo. She's over there in Dubai right now. And if y'all know what the fuck going on, man, they got a little war going on outside, like a real war.
She in Dubai.
That's where.
Hey, we're gonna leave that alone. She does the traveling and stuff. So she might be over there doing one of the travel things. I hope that's not what's going on, but it's possible.
Yeah, we didn't.
But I just want to put, prayers, cover her, all that shit, man. Blessings to the Most High. I just want my family to come back home.
We didn't really get into that.
I don't want to get into that. I don't really like covering politics like that on here. But just pray for everybody out there. I just want to make sure that my sister and whoever she's with, they make it back home safe. It's for anybody traveling abroad. You better get the fuck back to some peace and safety right now, man. It's just not safe. It has me second guessing my traveling plans this year already, because me and Coop was plotting.
You can't go to Mexico right now. Mexico out of control.
Can't do bombing the DR. Why?
See, and that's what I'm saying. I'm tired of going to the DR. But it just put that bitch right back on my map, or else we're looking at other parts in the Caribbean.
You can't go to South America.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We might just do the Caribbean, like a different part of the Caribbean this time.
Yeah, it's different.
Why don't you go to Canada? Why don't you switch it up?
I want to go where it's warm.
I want to do warm white sand,
it's summer.
beaches, and all that.
Summer.
Man, they don't. It's not a culture like the Caribbean, yo.
You don't hear about Canada being in spotlight.
Toronto was
the 6,
yo. We went there. Matter of fact, I think we stopped there. Huh?
You been to the 6?
Bro, we stopped there and on the way back from Ghana. We were there for about 8, 12 hours, whatever, dude. We stopped, went to the dispensaries and all that shit. Matter of fact, I met some cool ass dreads when I was up there and everything, yo. Like they took me to the shop. We in the back. You know, we libations. He's like, yo. I'm like, here you go, man. He's like, nah, brethren, that's yours. Like, you keep that all for yourself. He just gave it to me.
I just want to
big spliff mine.
I just want to give a shout out to all the black people. Made it through another Black History Month. Congratulations. But I'm still black and I'm proud. That's the best I could come up with.
You know what I didn't see this month though? That I usually see all the time or every year? The blackity black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm bliggity black, bliggity black.
We've been so distracted with so much other stuff this year. I mean, this month, it's been like you remember how they used to like put a picture for.
Oh, and shout out to Eddie too, man.
Yeah, definitely shout out Rated R. What would you put up as a picture for February? Would you put up Jim Jones kicking the door? Is that the picture for February? What would you put up for the picture of February?
It might be the Oompa Loompa shit with 50 and Tiny. It might be a still shot from that. You're like, this is insane right now. This is insane.
This is definitely insane, man. We appreciate everybody who's been watching us tonight, having a good time. Like, share, subscribe, comment.
LLP.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
That YouTube channel.
Appreciate it. We definitely appreciate